battles.
What's up, Joseph?
Hey, Michael, how's it going?
Good, man. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Same to you. It's good to be with everyone tonight. So I'm the stand-in host since Gabe is busy with his daughter's birthday.
Yeah, he said
Priorities, right?
that's right. He said he's going to try to hop in a little bit later on, and we might have a couple other buddies jumping on too here in a little bit. So we'll see.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I no, but it's great to be with you guys again. So
Always. Well,
yeah,
welcome everybody on a Saturday night. Yeah, man, I'm real excited. It's been a crazy ass week, at the restaurant. We just got our pizza ovens in, and so it's just been, there's just a lot of stuff happening at once.
yeah. Well, there's a
So
lot of progress. I've been enjoying those videos that you've been putting out.
thank you very much. I
So
appreciate it.
yeah, it looks
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so I'm in
It
battle.
never ceases to amaze me. Huh?
What's that? What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said it never ceases to amaze me when I see the restaurant to see those giant blocks of stone that you know because there's no real perspective until you see it in frame with like a car, and then you realize those things are probably tons
Yes.
that are getting hauled into place. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
cool.
yeah, so now I don't, because Gabe is the one who got us on. I don't know if we're going to be able to put up any comments or see comments from people. I can't because I'm on my phone.
I can. We got, just to start out, trooping with Robin. Benjamin, what's up, Benjamin?
Hey, Ben, Robin. It's good.
Yep, Stephen and Carla. Of course, Benjamin Bowman. Hey, Benjamin. I like what you did for Joseph. Badass.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that.
Yep. Mr. Sean, what's up? Sean Solo, what's up, buddy? Kelvin. Let's see who else we got. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Eric, trooping with Robin. We just went over that. Yeah, Chris, what's up, Chris? Mr. Armando, how you been, dude? Jedi Five, what's up, Brad?
Yeah,
Matt's collection. What's up, Matt? So, what's up, everybody? So, yeah, it's really good to got a lot of people here. It's Mr. Scott Berry. Yeah, everyone's
hey, Scott. It's funny when the intro was playing. It never ceases to amaze me how epic that is.
It never.
I love that music, Scott.
Yeah, he killed it on that one. Jens, a big shout out to Jens. Thanks for all your help, Jens. We hung out yesterday. It was good to see him. Let's see, hey Janine. So yeah. So what's been going on in your world?
Well, it's been kind of crazy here the last couple of days. We got hit with a major snowstorm here in the Northwest, and it's been hey.
What's up?
What's going on?
Well,
fashionably late.
Always.
So yeah, we got hit with a major snowstorm here. We got about 10 inches of snow in one day, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot to people on the East Coast, but unfortunately they don't do anything here. They don't salt the roads or clear or plow or do any of that. So it incapacitated the entire region. And I know in California they're having some major problems too right
I've heard a lot of rain or something, right?
Yeah, massive amount of rain. So I know I talked to David today, and he was saying that because he went to that auction, which we should probably talk about, the auction for Brian Ono's collection.
Yes.
David actually
crazy
went,
money.
Yeah, crazy. He went there for the auction to the Van Eaton Gallery. But he was telling me the Uber had to be rerouted several times just because of closed streets and stuff like that from flooding and down
Oh,
lines and
yeah,
all
it
this.
snowed down there, didn't it?
I'm sorry.
Didn't it snow in LA?
I don't know if it snowed. Maybe it also snowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy. The weather's just insane right now. So, well, you've had your share in Texas too, and I know Lee's had some fun the last couple of months.
Yeah. Yeah, that storm on the 22nd sucked. That was shitty for sure.
Yeah. So, speaking of, did you pick up anything at the auction, Lee?
I picked up a number of things and I'm never going to show anyone. I'm kidding. I took a morning nap this morning, woke up, was like, oh shit. So I text Gabe, I think I missed these. Like, no, they're about to do the master replica stuff.
Yeah.
So he sent me the link and I watched it and I said, well, I want this, and this if it's good enough, because he'd already set up the account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't believe the prices of stuff was bonkers.
I had six things that, well, maybe we should inform everyone. So for those of you who aren't aware of this, so Brian Ono, obviously everyone knows, the owner of EFX, passed away 6 months ago. Everyone knows that. But his collection was auctioned today by the Van Eaton Gallery. And so it consisted of a number of pieces that he had, some private pieces, but a lot of that stuff was EFX and master replicas, artist proofs, prototypes, paint masters, autographed pieces. A lot of the autographed pieces, but they were personalized to Brian. So, that didn't have any interest in particular to me, but there were a lot of
with the cast on the cast that signed the source.
The Enterprise. Yeah, so that one was amazing. A lot of the pieces were wonderful. I had my eye on like 6 different pieces that I planned to bid, and then I just watched my dreams evaporate when I saw the price just skyrocket.
Yeah, it was insane. Absolutely insane.
I
do sleep a lot. It's because I work a lot. I work more than anybody you know.
Yes. So it was tough to watch because there were all those Rocketeer helmets. I've been wanting a Master Replica's Rocketeer helmet for a long time.
What are those for?
The 2 prototypes went for above one. I think they both went for around 4,500 to 5,000. And that's not including the 20% fee. And then I'm sure they charge the California sales tax on top of that.
I'm wondering how many people were aware of that.
Yeah. So you're looking at probably about $6,000 for each of those. Then they had a production one that went. Now, I didn't bid on the production one, but in retrospect, maybe I should have. It went for 1,400. But David was there and he saw it and he said it didn't look like it was in the best of shape. And honestly, I'm not sure how Brian kept his stuff. I mean, none of that stuff had packaging. None of the items had the boxes.
I was hoping that Obi-Wan reveal was going to rear its head in that auction because, it's not there. I asked him years ago and he said that it got stolen from a convention, but it might have been he forgot where he put it or whatever. But yeah, I was hoping that was going to.
Yeah, and then they had a number of Star Trek pieces. Some of the big ticket items was that Enterprise replica with all the cast signatures on it. Although I didn't look too closely to see if all of them were on there, because at the time Master Replicas made that, 2 of the cast members had already passed away. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
On the signature plaque for the production version, 2 of the signatures are engraved on the plaque. So
yeah. Yeah. It was printed
but
on, right?
But it sold for $15,000.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the Master Replicas Falcon that had the
12
signature edition with the Harrison Ford, that one sold for I don't know exactly. Gabe told me it was 15. David said he remembered it being 12, but I could
12. That's 12, but plus the tax and the 20%, it would put it up past 15, I would assume.
Yeah. Well, the Enterprise went for 15.5, and that's without the fees,
20% plus California sales tax,
which is almost 10%. Right?
Yeah.
They just, I guess these people just aren't educated respectfully because they paid way too much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, everybody overpaid.
Holy moly, he's alive!
What's up, dude? Can you guys hear me?
Sean's not in school.
For one more day. Yeah.
What
are you guys up to, dude?
It's good to see you.
Yeah, likewise, man. Lee, I love that collection, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I like the Batman.
Yeah, that was cheap too. That was from Beast Kingdom. Yeah, I like that piece. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on ordering it, but I'm just curious what it looks like in person.
Well, swing by, I'll show you.
Yeah, and Sean, did you pick up the Queen? I know because you're getting the Batman stuff. Did you see the Queen Studio Museum statue of Batman in marble?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Okay, I'll show that to you too. It's really good.
Okay, for sure.
It's a really good piece. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang, what's up, guys? I haven't seen you in like 3 years.
It's been a long time, bro.
I know.
I'll be picking your brain soon for the mannequin stuff for that little project. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Sean helped me out big time yesterday because I had to shovel my driveway and I was out there for like 2 hours. Sean talked me through the whole ordeal.
Yeah. I was doing these skills and like I'm on the phone with you at the same time. I was like, all right.
You did manual labor, Joseph?
Huh?
You did manual labor?
Yeah, exactly. Ask Sean. All he was hearing was heavy breathing and like grunting into the phone, and then wind whipping by them because it was like 25 degrees and windy, and yeah, it was bad.
That's shorts and t-shirt weather, dude.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy actually because in California, like the city I live in, like never snows. It snowed today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. It did snow though.
Yeah, man. Which it's never snowed, so it's pretty insane. Global warming for you. Snow in the spring.
The day after tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's happening.
There's
crazy shit going on with the weather.
Yeah, so that auction was crazy. Sean, did you buy anything in the auction today?
Dude, I didn't even know about it till today, so no.
Oh man.
I did pick up something yesterday though that I'm pretty stoked about. We kind of talked about it a little bit. I got the Bale bust from JND Studios.
Which one is it?
Christian Bale. That's pretty cool, dude.
Bale.
Yeah, man, I love it. It looks awesome. Can we pull photos or no?
Well, we're not in charge. Gabe put us all on here, and then he's at his daughter's birthday, so I don't think we can post anything.
Okay. Well, it looks cool.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. That likeness is one of the best likenesses I've ever seen on a bust.
Let me see if I can pull
Except
it up.
for that,
Actually.
Bruce Lee.
We'll do it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Looks like that.
A little blurry.
It's
because you're on that funky phone set, camera setting, Sean.
Oh,
the
man.
blurry background.
It won't focus.
What's Christian Bale?
It is. It's anyone who gets a chance to go online and look at it. It's an amazing likeness.
The Selena Kyle, did they put that out already then?
Yeah,
it's already out.
They release in batches of like 20 to 12 pieces. So some people have had it for like a year and some change, and some people are still waiting on it.
The Selena Kyle.
Yeah. The Anne Hathaway one.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the one on the motorcycle from Queen.
Oh yeah, didn't they say like they're like it was like delayed a year or something?
Yeah, I don't know. They were having some issues. They wanted to get it just right, but yeah, that's a third scale Anne Hathaway motorcycle. That's gonna be
awesome.
Yeah. Lee convinced me to get that one, and then I got a signature plaque for it on top of it.
I don't believe any of that. I don't convince anybody to do anything.
Right.
Michael's my best victim. I've spent about 40 grand of his money.
Oh, more than that.
Well, Michael doesn't need like any convincing. You're just like, hey, have you heard about this? And he's like, what? I'm gonna order that.
Yeah,
So that was your pickup. What about you, Lee? Did you get anything this week?
Oh, I'm waiting for my DeLorean to show up and 2 pieces from NYC that's still not showing up, that they've landed in the country yet. The Snow Speeder and the ATST.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ahsoka premium format, that too.
Is that the Rosario Dawson one?
Yeah, I really like that, man. It looks
the
good.
sideshow one, right? The
yeah,
sideshow
I'm
one.
hoping it's the same size, roughly, as the Mythos line.
Yeah, the premium formats are quarter scale. The Mythos are 1/5, I think.
Yeah, 1/5.
So just yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't look as tall as the Mythos, but we'll see when I put them side by side.
With the Mythos line, typically because they're 1/5 scale, they'll put them on some kind of an elaborate base, and so the overall height ends up being taller, but the scale of the figure is different. But it's like 1/4 as opposed to 1/5. It's not like it's a huge difference.
I guess we'll see. I was thinking I'm gonna have to build like a small platform for it or so, but we'll see when I get it. But I really like that sculpt. It's freaking beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
When we saw that at Celebration, yeah, it was amazing. It was really amazing. Yeah. So, what about you, Michael?
God.
Where do you stop?
Yeah, so I've picked up a few things. So I was forever I've wanted to pick up the Wampa that Dan DMD did. Obviously, it was sold out. Am I cutting out, or is everything good, Joseph?
No, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
No, it's good.
So I was able to pick up his AP quarter scale Wampa. And the main reason that I wanted it is because it was it was our inspiration piece when it comes to the stance of my life-size Wampa. So I picked that up from Dan, and I think he shipped it yesterday, or it's shipping out Monday. So that sumbitch is huge. And I got the one where it's just the Wampa. Respectfully, that's the one I like. I like that. I don't need the.
I wish I jumped on that, Michael, because it is freaking nice, but I have no idea where I would have put it. It's massive.
It's huge.
Yeah. Well, Sean showed me that. I mean, that's where where we start talking about the Wampa. But when he shared that, it was sold out then. So I think he told me there's only like 14 of them or something.
Oh, really?
Or 10, yes. And that guy Rob at the RS, what's those guys over in the UK that do the
RS Prop?
Yeah. He just got one, and he's telling people it's available. Call, get one, and I guess he's just not aware that it's not available. But anyway, so picked that up, and you guys saw. I think I did an Instagram post last week on the DeLorean, and we've got a little bit further on that. We're getting down to where we've got everything together. We're taking it all apart now, and we're painting the individual pieces. And then when that happens, we're going to go to start all the wiring of all the LEDs. And me and Lee were talking about this, and actually Joseph, and I'm absolutely going to be doing the smoke machine in that thing. So nice. Like every 20 minutes, we'll have smoke coming out of the thrusters.
Every 15 minutes?
Every 20 or so minutes.
Oh, geez.
Be like an opium den in that people.
I know. You should really consider making it a thing that like when someone buys a round of drinks or buys a round of shots, then
that'd be sick.
Because it'll promote
a button.
So
it'll promote
cool,
sales.
But I don't want people to. That's a great idea, but I don't want people to miss it. So at least within an hour, once or twice. And it'll be a small amount. I don't want to fog out the damn place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. Like you could do it like where it's like a time sequence, but you could also do it if someone buys a round for like the restaurant. That's cool.
I think it's badass. We can maybe have like a little button behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because bars have that, they'll like ring a bell or they'll bang a gong or something.
Yeah.
And people do that. This will be.
I don't know how you shoot it out though, Michael, because we had a smoke machine at work for training for confined space rescue stuff.
Yeah.
And it just kind of lingers out of it. It's not like a shot like you see in the movie. So you might have to find somebody to figure that part out for you?
I've seen it done already, and
you have?
Yeah, and it's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're working on that, and then obviously some other things when it comes to the prop stuff. But I've been getting a lot of little things, and what's kind of weird, guys, is I've always had a thing, so this is really exciting. So it's packed up right now, but we're doing the replica of the Gremlins Barbie Corvette when Gizmo's driving it, and I don't know who came up with that. So anyways, that being said, though, Brad in Houston, who did our Collection Wars logos and does a lot of work for Lucasfilm and stuff, him and his wife came down a few weeks back, and we were having lunch, and he was telling me his real passion is RC cars. And for you guys that don't know, the Barbie car was modified with a Kamiya RC. It was a remote control vehicle, a car, but it had a real working suspension and everything on it. So somebody did a video on it on YouTube at one time. But so Brad had just picked up a collection of old school, just like everything vintage, whether it's BMX bikes, RC cars, it's through the roof. But he was able to find that particular Kamiya car that was used for the Gremlins Corvette, Barbie Corvette. So in that auction, I gave him money for that piece. So that's being shipped to him this week. And so he's going to build it. It's going to be a real working Corvette, just like in the movie.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
And then so we decided down in the hallway, I'm telling all you guys because, y'all are part of it, but so we're going to do a retro, showing like when you go down the hallway where the bathrooms are, it'll be a wall full of, like, I think I might've mentioned it a little bit, maybe anything, 80s or, 70s. And I picked up this right here. You guys remember this movie?
Warriors.
Got one of the jackets from the movie. So we're going to do a really kick-ass display. Yeah, it's kind of Warriors come out and play. No, but so there's just all kinds of little things like that I've been, messing with. But talking about the RC stuff, man, I've been getting into the like Sean. He just totally went off track, and he's total freaking Batman now. But so I'm trying to get, which it's okay.
Sean went off the rails.
He went way off the rails. So I'm looking at these really cool RC, old, jacked up 4-wheel drive, like little rock crawlers. You can put little lights in them, and I've got one on order. It's badass, and I'm putting a little 1-inch lift kit on it. And, I mean, it looks total vintage, like when I was in high school, lifted truck. So I've been having fun with all that kind of stuff. So never grow up kind of thing. And I just got you guys have to see. So I'm going to post my next Instagram showing our friend Drew at Collector's Display in the UK. He's known obviously for doing these badass custom cabinets for he's done stuff even in the Indiana Jones. So for Christmas, I surprised Denise with a Barbie display case. And guys,
it's cool. That's classic.
Precision is an understatement. I'm going to see if it'll show it. So here's before the case went on. I don't know if it'll. Can you guys see that?
That's hard to see.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Wait till Gabe gets on here, Michael. You can really show it off because you can't see the background, which is the really classy part of it, right?
Yeah. So he did a great job. So it's got the old vintage 59. So that has all of her original 1 through 6. So 1959 to 63 original Barbies. So it's a really, really, really cool display.
So how much is in that display case?
I mean, are you serious? I'm
asking what would be the value in there? Just curious, because obviously none of us really know about Barbie. Well, Sean might. I'm not sure. He collects everything.
Well, two of those Barbies is right. It's right at 30,000.
Holy fuck!
Yeah. What? So guys, I got to tell you, and we can talk about that later. But I want to tell you something. I told Lee. And guys, let me set this story up. So Denise has been that's all I got Denise for Christmas is I got her that display case. And it finally came in. And so when she decided that she was going to go to sleep last night, my whole deal was to go ahead and surprise her and put it all together. But to do that, I have to get up in the attic and I've got to drill because it's got all these lights and I want to, run it through the wall. So anyway, so she goes to bed. Haley's still awake. It's about 12 o'clock midnight. And to set up the house, just so you guys know, the house, it's a pretty decent sized house. So her collector room is on the complete opposite side of where we sleep. And our ceilings in Denise's gallery are 12-foot ceilings. Room where the attic is, it's an opening, and we don't have the pull down yet because it's a specialty one because it's 12-foot ceiling. So anyway, so it's just open to the attic. So I go over there and I bring my 12-foot ladder and I climb up to get into the attic got my drill and and I get up there and I put the stuff up on the platform. And by the way, I hate heights. Okay. But anyway, so I'm up here on the top of the ladder. And as I go to pull myself up, my feet push the ladder and the ladder falls over.
Oh no.
And it falls up against her case, which it didn't hit the glass. It was fine. But long story short, I was in the attic stuck. I didn't know how I'm like, shit. So I'm sitting up here and I'm like, well, I'm going to just get the job done, what I got to do. So I'm up there 20 minutes and I'm like, oh shit. Now I'm looking down at my cats on the ground, just looking up at me like, what are you doing up here? You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit. So I'm like, screw it. So I'm whistling. I got a good whistle, man. I mean, the cows come home when I'm like, hey, Haley, yeah, 20 minutes.
Oh.
Cat's still looking up at me. I mean,
what are you doing up there, dumbass?
Yeah, I'm like, shit. I'm like, well, I'm really gonna have to wait till Denise wakes up at 4 a.m. to go pee and find out that I'm not in bed and hopefully come and look for me, So, anyways, as I'm sitting up there and I'm like, shit, I really don't know because there's no way I'm gonna jump down.
And you didn't have your phone with you.
And I didn't have my freaking phone with me, So I see up in the attic, there's about a 5-foot 2x4, just loose up there from leftover construction. And it had nails in it that were stubbed out. So I'm looking down at the ladder and the ladder's a good, like I said, if out the hole looking down, it's probably about 5 feet over. So I lay on my stomach and I take this 2x4 and I'm reaching, and luckily the studs that are sticking out were able to grab the top of the ladder and I was able to bring the freaking ladder back.
Oh,
and so I get down and I go in and Denise is all nice and cuddled up in bed and she's like, hey, how you doing? What are you doing up? And I'm like, are you kidding me? You guys got to know something. I snore loud, okay? And she sleeps. Sound when I'm snoring and all that stuff. But if I come into the bedroom and I'm tippy-toeing on the carpet, quiet, making no noise, she'll wake up. It's the weirdest damn thing. But she did not wake up to my whistles. So
this would have been a great story if you slept in the attic all night.
Yeah, if you get stuck all night.
Yeah, and that's what Lee was saying. And then Denise's mom was like, it kind of reminded her of Chevy Chase when he's stuck in the attic.
Oh, for sure.
Christmas story, yeah. Asshole Lee is telling me, oh man, I wish you would have been stuck up there all night. I'm like,
all bits of insulation in your hair would have been great.
It was crazy. But that all being said, I got her stuff all hooked up and it's fantastic. I'm really happy for it. And she's over there right now, just
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Thank you.
Really good.
That's awesome. No, that's great. Oh, great. That's a great story.
Okay, so let's get back to my original question.
Okay.
30 grand for 2. There's 6 on each shelf, so there's 12 in there.
Well, so you got number ones,
right?
That range anywhere from 6 to 18,000. Okay, and you got the number one blonde, and then you got a number one brunette. The brunette is the expensive one. The number twos believe it or not, are harder to find than the number ones. Number 2 brunette is really difficult to find, which we just recently found. Um, and you got to watch out for fakes. But the good thing is it's hard to fake these Barbies because they have a distinct smell about them. They smell like crayons. So, and you can't fake a crayon smell.
And you only know that because you eat crayons, right?
All right, yeah. So,
well, it's either that or he's sniffing the Barbies. One or the other. Michael's in there at night.
So look, the thing is with these, and you know, it's an investment, right? Just like a lot of things, you know, most of us anyways, don't buy these things for investments. But that being said, though, I mean, looking at it, I was telling Denise that those 2 Barbies in there are 63-year-old Barbies, almost 64-year-old toys, and they're immaculate. You know what I mean?
So is there any fear of these things degrading from light or anything? Nothing like that, Michael?
They can, but it's obviously you don't put them in the sunlight and stuff in the way we have them displayed. And a lot of these people, you know, the people that collected those are from, you know, before my generation even. So, you know, if they still exist, they were well taken care of. They were put in boxes. And
Right.
just a 1959 Barbie box goes for $1,000. The actual stand for the original Barbie is $1,500 to $2,000 if you can find one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
does
Denise have the biggest Barbie collection there is? I mean, no? Really?
Oh
no! I would just say respectfully, it's one of the classiest, in my humble opinion. It's a classy display, but it's not by any means the largest Barbie. There, like I said, there's people from like us into Star Wars, you know, and my age that kept their vintage and has a huge collection because they kept them since they were kids. It's the same way with that era of the people that are like in their mid 60s. They were in their 60s and they still, you know, and you know, Denise has a couple friends that have a huge, and it's sad because these Barbies take up a shit ton of, you know, square footage. So she was just, you know, she's fortunate that just like a lot of us have displayed our displays, not a lot of people have the room. They've got a lot of stuff. It's just they're not being able to display it. But I made the comment to her that, you know, if time ever comes, you know, that she got rid of her collection, she could just keep that really beautiful display. You know, it's her. Yeah. She loves it. You know, it's not her because obviously she never thought in a million years she'd ever be able to have those. But I wanted to get those for her.
She wouldn't sell it all, though, would she, Michael?
Yeah.
Is it known who is like the largest like Barbie collector?
No, not really. That's crazy. There's some people that have been in Barbie magazines and they have they're millionaires, like a lot of, you know, these Star Wars, you know, guys, you know, that are now YouTube millionaires, and it's all 90s and above stuff. It's not even, they don't even have a number one or any of that stuff. And so, and she just, as you guys know, she's done it. I think she's done 3 or 4 videos, you know, in the last year. So, you know, we're going to start promoting.
I mean, that's the way the hobby is gone, though, right? It's validation from YouTube, nothing more.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, really. But
and they're getting ready to come out with a Barbie movie. So
with Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was a perfect choice for Barbie.
Yes.
My friend worked on that movie.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Margot Robbie's number for months.
So there's no like Steve Sansweet of Barbie collecting then that has like a giant warehouse museum devoted to that.
Not that I know, but I know that there's some big ones out there. You know, I mean, you guys look at Joseph's like statue collection and everything. I mean, you would definitely want to say, Joseph, do you think that you have one of the biggest collections out there? I mean, realistically.
Oh, well, I don't. I wouldn't say I have the biggest. I probably have one of the more diverse ones because a lot of people there's a guy in Malaysia. I think he's in Malaysia. Sean, the guy art statue collector, is he in Singapore?
Ooh,
anyway,
that's a good question. I'm not sure.
That guy's got like an entire it's like a huge gallery, and it's all devoted to Marvel statues.
Wasn't
Like
he
Marvel
the
and
Iron
DC
Man?
comics.
Wasn't he the Iron Man guy? Didn't he have a?
No, that's another guy. But Art Statue Collector has his. It looks like he's in a giant greenhouse because it's all glass. It's like this whole like gallery, but it's all made out of glass, so it's just all daylight coming in there, which has got to destroy those.
That's a bad idea.
100%.
Yeah, but he's got like all these life-size busts and life-size figures, and there's a lot of people that have. But I have, I don't think there's anybody else, or there are very few people out there that have studio models and props and statues and hot toys and so it's that so my collection is pretty diverse, and then all the different genres, right? Whether all the different IPs, whether it's Star Wars or Star Trek or Marvel, DC, and
never to be displayed.
All in storage.
I knew you were going to say something.
Biggest storage collection on the planet.
Speaking of this finally made it out after a year of waiting to be assembled, so I'm pretty happy about this.
Has it been that long?
Huh?
Has it been a year?
It's been that long because here's what happened. So there's a little story about this. Once Gabe comes on, I'll be able to show you guys kind of in larger, larger format. So this is Cloud City, obviously from Bespin, and Mike. So there are a couple of people I want to acknowledge and thank. First of all, Mike Salzo, who built and painted this, but also Marcel from Sci-Fi Studio Model Group in Germany, who came up with the design, and then I purchased the kit from them, and then sent it to Mike, and then Jason Eaton actually designed the base for it. But the problem is that the base is so large it exceeded the size of his laser cutter. So he sent the files. Ben and Robin were generous enough to offer to do the base for me because they have a 24-inch cutting bed, and so Jason sent them the files. But there have been all these roadblocks, like Ben's laser, like the mirror burned out or whatever, so he had to replace it. It took a long time to get these parts. And I finally just got them a few days ago. So I glued them all together, and I finally assembled the model because it's been sitting in pieces on my workbench here. And I called Mike today when I was putting it together, and I'm like, so does this plug go here? He's like, I don't know. He goes, it's been a year. I don't even remember. But wow. It's fantastic. I mean, this thing is huge. It got an 18-inch diameter dish on top, and it stands probably about 2.5, if not 3 feet tall.
What's the details on the top look like, Joseph? Can you take a phone?
Well, I'll show you. I'll show you guys when Gabe comes on and makes the. It's really beautiful. It's got a cityscape on top, and it all lights up. And actually, this here, I'll just plug in.
I was wondering what is that on the bottom.
So this lights up.
You can put a cloud around it or something, huh?
So I'm going to be putting polyfill around this, and I'm probably going to use some gels or filters, different colors, maybe cellophane to make it like orange, purple, and then I'm going to put the polyfill around there, and it looks like the clouds are lit up just like on Bespin.
Right.
So is that going in that display case then?
It's going in the center of the room with all the other studio models.
Have you figured that out?
I have. I figured it out. I bought the racks. I just have to send them off to get powder coated, but they're all steel and they're very heavy. So I need Matt's help. We're going to take them in the truck, get them sandblasted and repowder coated.
You should be able to do it now yourself for those 2 hours of shoveling snow.
Oh, that's right. No, but Matt has the truck that they're going to go
so
in.
you're just going to put shelves in the middle, Joseph? You're not going to do like a
well, like I said, we discussed this at length, but I mean, I need to get something up so I can get the pieces out. But I think that the shelving that I'm going to use when it's all trimmed, because I'm using the shelving as a frame, and then I'm going to trim it, so you don't see any of the shelving. It's going to look like a and it's all steel, so it's going to hold quite a bit. I mean, each one of them holds 5,000 pounds, so so it's a pretty solid thing. And then light it, and yeah. But anyway, so this is going to go on there with all the rest of the all the rest of the ships and things like that.
That's going to be a hard one.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah. That's going to be a hard one to display.
Yeah,
this is going to be hard. There are a lot of ones that I have that are really, they're going to be, because there's all different shapes, right? Like that, like the Slave one is tall, the Millennium Falcon is flat and large. The the AT-AT is both wide and tall. I mean, so this particular the shelving that I got, there's a lot of space in between each shelf, and then I can actually use acrylic risers to put like stack two narrow things next on top of each other, and then have one tall thing next to it.
You be careful with those acrylic risers, though, with the weight of those models and stuff.
Yeah. No, I know.
If they give out, that'll be.
Yeah,
because I had a bunch made for my lightsabers, and even just with a lightsaber, they would start to bend outwards. And Efren actually he made one for me and put like a brace in between to stop that from happening. But yeah, you better make sure you make those pretty stout, because if one of those collapses, it'd be like a domino effect in there, dude.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about acrylic is that even though the thin stuff is flexible and has a lot of give, if you go with a really thick, like if you do 1/4 inch acrylic or 3/8 inch acrylic, those are really, that's like glass. I mean, it's just not gonna, it can hold a ton of weight. I mean, I've seen.
Yeah, it can, but it'll still flex.
It'll flex, but not as much. I mean, some of that stuff is really, once it gets thick enough, it can be rigid. I mean, Pedestal Source makes pedestals out of that like 1/2 inch acrylic. It's crazy.
Acrylic,
yeah. So,
have you got them from them?
Huh?
Have you got your pedestals from those guys now?
No, I haven't gotten anything from them yet. Then once we had our baby, everything got put on hold. I haven't had really a whole lot of time other than 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. But once I start my new job, I'm hoping that I'll have a whole lot more time to sit and do all of this stuff. But
their shipping price from Pedestal Source got insane, man. Like I tried getting a few pedestals from them. They're like, it's like 150, 180, 200 for like the pedestal, 500 for shipping.
Oh jeez. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
I used to drive down there and pick them up from the factory.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're in Fort Collins, but it wasn't that bad. I'm trying to think of the last one that I got from those guys. And the shipping wasn't that bad. I've got to get another one from them for my Terminator arm. But it wasn't that bad. $500, Sean? What size was the pedestal?
I think it was 18 by 30. So 18 cylinder inch and then 30 inch in height.
That's
not that cylindrical one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that big.
No. And then you go up like 4 inches more, it's an extra couple $100.
Yes,
right, because it exceeds their standard, probably their standard stock material sizes.
Yeah,
really?
That's weird. It's weird that if you order like because I'm going off like their clearance, like like section, but if you order from their new section, their shipping's cheaper, which makes no sense.
Sean, I'll give you a number to call. My guy there got a pretty good relationship with Pedestal Source.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah. So this thing finally got assembled, and then I went on. So I know everybody's been enjoying the HasLab proton packs, right? But I have that proton pack, the kit that from Manovos that was scanned from the original 1984 Spengler pack, and I've had the kit forever. And I recently got 2 recommendations, one from Brad Fife, and another from my friend Brian Babbage. They both suggested the same person to do a build-up, who works over at Max Factory, and they have the original 1984 Hero Spengler.
I'm gonna build one myself, man.
Yeah. So I ended up sending my pack to the guy they suggested, Rhett Martin.
Did they come with all the electronics with that kit?
No, the kit only comes with all of the parts, but the Rhett works for a company called Max Factory that owns the pack, and they make all the machine metal parts and the aluminum labels and everything that are much more accurate. And then he's sourcing the electronics. There's a whole electronics package for that to do, to do the full build. So I sent him everything, and he's working on doing that build up for me.
Yeah, I'm going to build my own. I've gone down the Ghostbusters rabbit hole too.
Yeah, hopefully can show you what you've done, Lee. It's fantastic.
Yeah, with your display.
Yeah, it's good, man. Well, you seen it, Joseph?
I saw a picture of it.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. I can't remember where I saw it, but I think it's you did the Enclave, right? With the red and the yellow and black stripes.
Yeah.
Can you go to it, Lee?
I don't know whether I can switch my camera on here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Because I know I can when I'm video chatting. I can switch to my phone.
Don, have you seen it? His display?
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Let me see if this works.
Have you guys ordered the 1.6 Ecto one?
Let's see.
I have.
I have.
I don't. No.
I have
Blitzway, I think.
Yeah, I got that coming too. Yeah, the from Afterlife.
Are you getting the Afterlife one, Lee, or the regular one?
Yes. Yeah,
the regular one sold out like a long time ago, right?
Yeah, but
I think they're going to reissue it.
That'd be cool.
I saw Adam Savage's review and it just looked too clean.
It is very clean, but it looks like the original one from '84 for when it was new.
But Big Bad Toy Store found some in the stock, and they wanted, was it $3,000? I think it was.
Oh, is that what it was? Maybe it's
No, it's not. There was like a stock find. I think they found like 6 because they sent one to Adam Savage, and it just he even said himself. He said, "I'm going to weather this up a little bit. It just looks too clean."
Yeah.
It looks like a brand new car. Basically, it's very glossy, and
What was the retail on that one?
The retail at the time was $1,300.
Damn, they upgraded it to $1,700.
Yeah.
Well,
how much is it now? What's the price now?
I'm sure it was $3,000 because I sent it to Gabe. I was like, "Dude, look at this," and then he clicked on it, and I didn't even look at the price. He's like, "Yeah, I ain't paying that." It was either $3,000 or $2,000.
Well, Lee, clear some space because it's huge.
I know. I was gonna try and put it in this Ghostbusters display, and I think the length in there is like 40 some odd inches, and it won't fit in there.
Yeah. No, and then the other thing is that Blitzway is not doing is when they made the Ecto 1, they also released all 4 of the figures in 1/6 scale.
Oh, right.
Of the Ghostbusters, and each one had their own proton pack, and I mean they were beautiful pieces.
Yeah, they look good.
But they didn't reissue them.
Do you have
I have those pieces, yeah.
Hollywood Collectibles Group did the best ones I've seen of those.
But those are statues. These are scale figures. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They are releasing that one guy though. Who's the 4th one?
Eddie.
Is that the guy?
The 4th one. Hold on.
So there was like original 3, right? And then they added a 4th guy.
The black guy.
Eddie Hudson.
The token black guy that they added.
So the black the token black guy.
It's horrible.
They're making a new one of him though, like in 1/6 scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah, that's like supposed to be released this year, I think.
Man, he wasn't even on the poster, and he's in the movie.
Yeah, he wasn't.
There's just the 3 of them. Somebody changed it and added him in there. Winston.
Yeah.
Winston.
Eddie
he's hilarious. When you see interviews with him, when he talks about like how he was just like shoehorned into the it's really funny.
Sean, are you do you collect Ghostbusters things?
No, not at all. I debated getting the Proton pack when they released it, but like once I collect like one thing from something, it's like a rabbit hole, and I try to just kind of stay in my lane.
No way. That's not how it works at all. Come on, Sean.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
speaking of Batman, that's the other thing. I got a shipping notification for the Jazz Inc. 1/6 scale Batwing from
Oh,
1989.
Man, that's such an awesome piece.
Dude,
It's-
I'm up thinking about getting that one.
Same.
You should put it in the restaurant if you want. I mean,
That's what I thought
because
about.
you can wall mount it, and
Yeah,
you can
I
wall
love
mount.
True.
With the moon.
Huh?
I loved how he showed that.
Is that from the
Yeah.
89 Batman, right?
Yeah,
It's
the Keaton one.
89. Yeah, the Keaton one. It's a 1/6 scale Batwing, and they went all out. It's got like the scissors. You can do the scissor attachment. It's got the the Gatling guns on the wings that pop out. I mean, they really went all out.
Is it
Hot Toys? It might be releasing one like in the next like year or two, but it might be like 1/12 scale though.
Yeah.
Definitely not as nice as the Jazz Inc. one.
No, not from what I could see from the pictures, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was it you, Sean, that shared the Batwing with me?
Yeah, today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that Batwing, Sean, you sent me the picture, but so they had that. I saw that about 6 months ago. They had that on display, but it's one of those things. Like, are they ever going to release it? Right? Because I just saw somebody post a picture of a Hot Toys display recently at one of their stores in Asia somewhere, and they have a 1/6 scale TIE Interceptor.
Yeah, no.
And that looked amazing, but that's never going to come out.
I'll
Along
be
with their
in
1/6
the
scale.
store in Japan in 7 weeks. So
Maybe it was that.
see if it's in there.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. They put them in this. They put them on display like at San Diego Comic-Con. But I can tell you how many things they put on display that have never come out. Right?
Yeah.
The 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon cockpit, the 1966 Batmobile, the Justice League Batmobile. I'm saying all this, but Jazz Inc. released all these, right? But primarily because they only teased them and then never did. The flying DeLorean was one of those that everyone thought would never come out, right? Because it was years and years, but they finally released it. The 1/6 scale TIE Fighter, the 1/6 scale Jedi Starfighter, or Anakin Starfighter. I mean, I think there's more that I'm forgetting, but they didn't, they do this all the time.
The,
it's really
like the Mando, like ship, the Naboo ship, and I don't think that's ever gonna come out either.
Oh yeah, the Naboo N1 Starfighter. I don't think they're ever gonna make that. If they do, hey, I'll be happily incorrect because I'm dying for one of those. But
Lee, you gonna pick up the Iron Studios one, the one they came out with? Was it today or yesterday?
So okay,
Studios what?
The Naboo,
the
Mando.
They
ship.
did a.
I saw those pictures this morning. Nah.
So here's the thing. It's cool looking, but the paint job is still not metallic enough. And there's no lighting. And as a studio model, if there's no lighting, it really does renders the thing kind of lifeless. I don't know. It's a good size. It's 24 inches long.
I do want that Kukulkan Khan that they did though. That looks freaking
in 1/10 scale, but it's small.
Is it only 1/10? I only saw the pictures I was clicking through. God,
yeah, it's only 1/10 scale.
That would have been awesome in like half scale or third scale or quarter scale.
It's weird too on the cockpit for the Naboo one, for the Iron Studios one. If you look at it, because it's polystone, right?
Right, it is.
Because if you look at the character of like Mando and Grogu, they look 3D printed.
Yeah. It's probably their prototype.
3D printed.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's probably their prototype that they're just they wanted to get the pictures out there, and so. But I'm really But the thing is, and then NYC is going to be doing a Naboo Starfighter, the Naboo and the N1, the Mando Starfighter.
Yeah. I really have no desire to get that ship. Honestly, it does nothing for me. That Naboo Starfighter does nothing for me. Honestly,
really. See, I love it. I absolutely love it. In fact, I love it, and my wife loves it. And she told me, she goes, "Look, I'm always telling you not to buy anything, but if you have the opportunity to get a replica of that ship, get it."
Oh wow!
So, but I think I've already discussed this with Jason Eaton, and I think we're going to do it as a commission. So, I'm going to build it as an actual model instead of doing a polystone or a statue of a model.
I'm really disappointed that Kukulkan Khan is only 1/10. God
Yeah.
damn.
What is
Unfortunately,
Kukulkan?
that's
From-
from
From
Wakanda.
Black Panther 2.
From who?
Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Oh yeah. The fish
The
dude.
villain.
The fish dude. Yeah.
Look, the statue is awesome,
It
and
looks
like the
beautiful.
whole concept and his outfit. But man, at 1/10 scale, those statues just don't hold up.
No, I don't. I got that Chadwick Boseman Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
After I watched Black Panther again, like when it came on Disney Plus, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
gotta get it. So that's replaced Stan Lee. Now Stan's here now, and yeah, I'll have to take a photograph. It looks really nice, man. The face sculpt is beautiful.
Well, one of the things that I was able to finally unpack and put up last week was my JND Studios Batman with the Christian Bale, the pair.
That's a sick one.
And let me tell you, once you start to see stuff in third scale and you start to see portraits in silicon in that scale, it's like the other stuff just doesn't hold up anymore. When Gabe comes on, I'll take you guys in there and I'll show you the face is unreal.
Yeah.
You're on your phone, right? Are you on your phone? Are you on your phone?
I am on my phone. I'll take the phone into the other room and do it, but I'm so small on the screen here, the viewers aren't going to really get to see much. So I also I have a couple of other pieces I want to show too. There's just, yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks with stuff. I got a bunch of stuff too from NYC. I got the Ahsoka statue from NYC.
I didn't like that. I didn't like the face sculpt.
Huh?
I didn't like the face sculpt on it.
No. Well, here's the thing though. One of the things I've discovered with NYC statues, and I don't know what the deal is, but they look much better in person. They don't photograph well. Even like professional photos, they just don't look that good. But then when you see them in person, I mean, I've learned my lesson a couple of times. Like I really wanted that Ayla Sakura, and I didn't like the way I didn't like the face on it because she looked kind of mannish and the eyebrows were weird. It looked weird. But the concept was so cool, with the jungle and all the plants lighting up and the lit saber. I took a chance and I got it. Let me tell you, the face in real life, like the portrait in real life, is nothing like the pictures. It looks amazing. And it's the same with Ahsoka. Yeah, it just doesn't translate. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, it is weird. So
you guys see JND's video that they posted?
I did. That wasn't good.
Yeah. Did you see it, Lee?
What video of what?
It was a video by their spokesman. Was he like their spokesman or something like that?
Yeah, he's their head of marketing.
Yeah. It was basically it's just like a rant that he posted, but it was like a product news announcement. And basically like the whole like video, he's just like talking shit on like people who don't like their stuff.
What?
And, yeah, dude, you gotta watch it, man.
It was
pretty controversial.
It was interesting because what happened is did you see their latest release, Lee? It's Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Yes,
it's the Tyler. So a lot of people didn't like the sculpt. They didn't think it looked good. In some shots it looks like her, in some shots it's off, right? So I mean, for me in particular, I thought it looked reasonable, but the statue as a whole, the concept was just kind of bland because she's just wearing her white gown. So there's visually not a whole lot there other than her face. So you just focus on the face, and if it's not perfect, your eye is really drawn to it. Like they did Harley Quinn, right? And the Margot Robbie portrait on there is good, but it's not great. But there's so much other stuff going on with Harley Quinn, with the outfit and all the colors and everything. You don't really notice it that much.
They should have done it in that scene where she like commands the river to all them horses. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When they start chasing her. That would have been cool to have done. She looked really good in that scene.
So, unlike the other statues of theirs that have sold out almost instantly, but all of those were DC, the DC license. This is their first Lord of the Rings piece. It took an entire day to sell out. Or
An
24
entire
hours.
day.
Oh, wow.
An entire day of sold out $4,000 statues.
Yeah.
So he was like, he was like,
that's what the rant video was like. How dare you make us wait a whole day to sell out?
Yeah, he was saying like, oh wow, I guess there's not that many Lord of the Rings collectors, and like I'm not sure. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, it was I saw the video last night. I was just like, wow, this is.
Michael, put the helmet on. Come
it
on.
Won't fit.
Come on, it will fit. Come on, let's see it.
It won't fit with my
Come on. There we go. I love it.
Oh, that's great.
You can be Anaconda, not Michael one. Anaconda one.
Man, I haven't even really looked at this. I'm never in this room. I got so
That's
many.
the Dutch Cylon one, right?
Yeah, that's when you hooked me up with that guy. He's awesome. Did a fantastic job.
He's awesome. He's really great.
You got his pistol.
Actually, I was surprised none of those was in Brian's auction today.
Yeah, I was.
Well, Brian's a lot of that stuff was not. It seemed very like leftover stuff. Like there were a couple of helmets there that I saw that I liked, and then I realized that they were the scaled versions.
Mm.
So it's quite possible that some of the other pieces that he had may not have made it to the auction because there's still a lot of guys that are involved in EFX, right?
Yeah.
So
you think they picked it clean?
They may have. I mean, look, here's the thing. This auction was kind of a little depressing. I'm not gonna lie. It got me thinking about, our mortality. I mean, here Brian Ono was this guy that we all knew. We got to know him. We would see him. He was involved in the community. He had this business, and then he's gone, right? And then all that's left of him is this collection of his.
And that's why I wanted something from that auction, something that was Brian's. But I wasn't going to pay crazy amounts of money because it was Brian's, right? I did want a tribute piece, but we all have tribute pieces from him because, I mean, the Master Replica stuff, the Macquarie helmet, that we still haven't seen. We don't know if Joseph actually got one, right, Michael?
What's that?
What?
We don't know if Joseph actually got the Macquarie helmet. We've yet to see it.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. Where is it, Joseph? I want to see that thing.
I'll show you the box.
Oh, yeah.
I have the box here.
What's this, cosplay night?
This is hilarious.
Try on day.
Put your butt crack away. Pull your shorts up.
Man, this is the fat version. They like to get the
Warriors Plumbers Edition.
Hey.
That's right. So
hilarious.
Lee, what I was saying is, I told my wife, right after the auction, I told her, I said, it's kind of sad, right? I mean, all that was left of this guy, at least for us, was this collection, and then they just sold it. It's just sold off.
Yeah.
And I said, is that what you're going to do when I die? Are you just going to sell off all this stuff? And she's like, I'll sell off the stuff that makes me money. And then some of it I'll keep for your memory. I'm just wondering how much of that stuff got kept by some of Brian's friends.
True.
As a memory of him.
I don't think much. I mean,
no,
I don't think so.
You're telling me if you were friends with Brian and there was a Macquarie Vader helmet there,
you'd be like, Brian would want me to have this.
Brian would really like me to have this. No, I wouldn't take that because they already got one.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying. But yeah. A lot of those. Then there's probably maybe he didn't have a lot of those pieces. Maybe he didn't keep.
Like I said, I was hoping that Kenobi reveal would have been found, and Brian thought it got stolen, but was lost amongst all his other stuff because
they never produced it, right?
No, it was just
right.
It did the round that they were going to do it. That's when all this happened, and I was talking to Steve about future projects. It's like, dude, you have to bring that to life because that was beautiful.
Yeah, they
Because
know
they
they
do a
really
great
should.
job. I mean, the Luke Return of the Jedi is beautiful. It's my favorite saber, man, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's unfortunate. I'm hoping they continue that. I mean, at least they delivered on the dice, but I know
Yeah.
those were en route when Brian passed away.
Well,
So
there's still, it sounds like things are moving forward, but I guess time will tell, right? I mean, I'm just
yeah.
hoping to win the lottery so I can buy the company, and yeah.
Well, look, here's the deal though, Lee. If that reveal saber was in the auction, would you have been able to buy it?
I would have given it a damn good shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the
because
problem. These things for
what would have sucked if you paid 8-9 grand for that,
Mm-hmm.
and then a year or so later they actually manufacture it? That would have sucked.
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Joseph, do you see what Pete says? When I go, I want my friends to take my stuff and love it like I did. That's awesome, Pete.
That's
And
nice.
Joseph,
Be sure to forward us your address.
hey, Joseph, hey, he says, listen, he says, Joseph, you can have the JND. What is that?
That's okay. So Pete's my JND, my fellow JND collector, because he also buys the statues from JND Studios.
Okay.
And every time they release something, we're like on the phone with each other, and I'm just like, when they release the R1, he's like, I don't like that. Thank God. Like my pocketbook is saved for another round. Yeah. Every time they release something, we hope it's something we don't want.
Hey, so I forgot about this. I don't even know if I told Sean or Joseph even. I think I told Lee. So I showed you guys that Dutch that JND Studios put together that I picked up last week. That fantastic. I think I've never seen one done so well. But there's a guy you guys know that are to the viewers. His name, he goes by on God, I can't remember his name, but he goes by Alien SFX. I think hands down he makes one of the best Predators out there. So I picked up a life-size Predator bust from him.
Oh, nice.
You didn't go with a full statue then?
Hey, babe. No, Denise hates that one. Right?
Dude, that would have looked, like I said, that would have looked amazing in your living room with those big plants. That would have looked so good.
Hey, do you hear that, babe? Yeah. So can I just put the Predator? Look, because I'm taking all this to the restaurant. Can't I at least have the Predator here? No. See?
No.
Joseph, I'm starting to feel you, man.
No, that was too creepy. No.
It's not creepy, but you like the Teen Wolf, right? Yeah. I got the Teen Wolf for you.
Teen Wolf's cool.
I want to hear what.
Aw. No. Come on, please.
Come on, please. Yeah.
The bust that you got, does it have the mask, or is it just the face?
It does have the mask.
Nice.
Too dark where we live. If you walk in there, no.
Yeah, because when you come in this side of the house, you see the Teen Wolf.
Put some Barry White on tonight, and tomorrow you'll be texting me. He's like, bro, I ordered the full size one.
So it worked out really good. So this guy, if you guys haven't had a chance, go to his Instagram. Again, it's Alien SFX.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you seen it, Joseph?
Huh? I haven't seen it. I'll have to look at it.
This guy, I think he did. I don't know for sure, but he makes them as suits too. They've got. I think he did some stuff with the production of one of the recent Predators that were made. But anyway, long story short, the one that he just finished, he said he was delivering to Texas, and I said where? He said San Antonio, and he told me it's the owner of Black Rifle Coffee, Matt. I know Matt. I don't know him real well, but I know of him. So he's getting one, and he lives in Bernie. It's where he lives is about 10 minutes from our restaurant. Yes.
This is the. Oh my God! Hold on.
Has he got
That's
that?
1:1.
That's it.
That's 1:1 scale.
1:1. Yep.
Oh,
That's
boy.
one.
Yeah, that camera setting you got there, Sean.
It's not working out though.
It's not.
Sean's got his camera on portrait mode, so all the back is blurry, and he just crisp, and
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
look great, Sean. You really do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. You look legit. More legit than any of.
I know.
Easy,
I wish
big
I
Michael.
had that. I wish I had that. All I need is the what do they call it? The fuzzy filter to make you look, like they used to use it in the 60s on camera.
Yeah. So you look a little better?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. So check it out. So on that Predator, he has it to where on that thing that comes off of him, if you had like a little in the right area, it shows you can see the beams of the light coming out.
That's sick, man. How much does he charge for a 1/1?
It's pretty reasonable.
Like for the full thing.
It's about a little over 10 grand.
10K.
Yeah. Yeah, and his bust is very reasonable too.
There you go. There's another customer.
So anyway,
his paint job's really good.
The plan is in April. Are you looking at it now?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. So he's supposed
Sean's
to.
adding to cart right now.
Hey, I will just tell you, Sean, if you want it, sure.
I think you cut out. Can you hear me?
You cut out.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's about a year wait, but the guy delivers, So I'm hoping to get mine in April.
Well, that's cool. So it looks like it's is it like silicone? Like what he makes them out of?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Because if you look, there's a video where like the mouth opens.
Yes.
No shit.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
There's like animatronic shown.
Yeah, he's a fireman.
It looks like it's like there's some sort of mechanical like computer in there. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy is a fireman by trade.
Mm. Oh, actually, he makes them. I don't know. You can't see it, but they're wearable costumes too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
That is awesome. Well, I have something else here. I don't know if I showed you guys before, but I can show you now. Although it's not on the, you're gonna have to see it on the small screen here. But
Badass.
This is from the new series from Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
This
Have
is
Have you seen those, Lee or Sean?
Yeah, I showed him on the show a couple of weeks ago, didn't you, Joseph?
Did I show him? I didn't know if I had this then.
Yeah.
I had the.
Is that metal?
This is actually, yeah. These are all machined aluminum.
Yeah, it's really
And
well
then
made.
the
As hell.
it is extremely well made. This thing looks like it was made by a machine. This was done by Steve Dimzo, another one of the founders of Master Replicas. But just, I mean, unbelievable.
Pretty
and then
reasonably priced too.
Huh?
Pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, it came out really nice.
Damn, that's
so
cool.
Where does Steve Dimzo live?
He's in Pennsylvania, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he's an incredibly talented guy, and now
Top up my whiskey.
We've actually.
How many phasers do you have?
I'm sorry.
How many phasers do you have?
Well, let's see. I have the Cage phaser from the unaired pilot. I have the phasers from the original series that were done by Master Replicas and the Wand Company. Then I have the Next Generation phaser, the Dustbuster phaser, the other handheld phaser, and the 2 Cricket phasers that they made. I have the Assault phaser from Star Trek V. And I have the phaser, the hand phaser, and the phaser rifle from Star Trek Discovery. And now I'm working with Steve Dimzo to make the phaser rifle from the original series. So those are all the phasers.
So if you counted them up.
Oh, wait. And then there's the phaser from Star Trek Enterprise. I didn't count them up. Those are just the phasers. That doesn't include the tricorders.
You gotta have those displayed so well, Joseph.
Yeah.
Wait. Here, check this out. Here's the communicator he made too.
That's cool.
And this is metal.
Dang.
Yeah. This thing is beautiful. I showed them to Ethan Peck, who plays Spock.
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
Dave.
Very fashionably late.
Yeah.
Very, very. I know, right? No, what's crazy is like we started the show literally like we were singing Happy Birthday at like 6:59, and Michael's texting me, Lee's texting me, Joseph's texting me, and I'm like, dude, like I'm filming like the Happy Birthday like whole thing. And then I'm just like, oh my God. Michael's like, did you send the link to Sean? I'm like,
I'm
holy
sorry.
That's what I get for being the geek squad of the group.
Yeah.
As Michael
You know what I'm
told
gonna
me,
have to do on my YouTube, on my Star Wars? I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to use modern technology for the old
as
collectors.
Michael once told me,
Well,
Gabe,
you have all the administrator rights, and nobody can get in.
Oh,
no, I
could've
can do
given
it.
you guys-
I
Yeah,
can
I've
do
given
it.
Joseph, I've given Sean, I think, admin rights, right?
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah,
for
but
me.
I have to do it
Joseph,
on my
yeah.
computer.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but here's the
lose your
thing,
voice?
Gabe.
You sound like
Michael
you
once
lost your
told me this. Michael told me this once, and I'll never forget it. Your daughter's gonna have a birthday next year, isn't she? Priority.
Wow.
Very true, very true. Well, no, yeah, my wife when we were leaving. So there's a whole backstory. It was like it became this whole argument with me and my wife over this balloon arch because she insists on making these giant balloon arches, right? But we're not like a truck type of family, right? We don't have like our SUV is like it's the ID4, right? It's a smaller SUV. And I'm like, how are we going to get this balloon arch to the party? She's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I've taken care of it. I'm renting a van from Home Depot. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, we got to get this going. Home Depot cancels the van. So then she has to find this other random van company. She pulls up to the house with this gigantic like truck. Like, I mean, like almost like
It's a moving truck.
and I'm like, all this for a balloon arch? Like, come on, like no way are we doing this. And it was just the most embarrassing thing pulling up to the party place because it's one of those like jumping places. And I have this giant like U-Haul, and all that's back there is just a bunch of balloons. And I'm like, ooh, I was so cute. So then right now when we were leaving, right? We were leaving, and I was like, hey, I got the show, like everyone's gone, like let's get going. And then I'm like, oh yeah, you got to return your big gigantic van. So peace out. I'm taking the kids. So right now she's returning
Andy.
that.
Butt crack.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, it's nice to have you, Gabe. I'm glad you made it.
Thank you.
You missed Michael's try-on segment.
Yeah, some cosplay action going on here.
Yeah, Michael.
Pretty sexy.
What? Should have been here, dude, but you got to do the birthday.
Gabe, he had on his Viper pilot helmet and his Z Cavaricis.
I think we can still put that on.
I think so, yeah. Man, I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah.
Michael's cosplay.
Are you good to see you?
Michael's gonna have to start one of those like sexy cosplay accounts.
Like an OnlyFans.
Where he's where he's just gonna wear like his
oh man, you guys are killing
shirtless, but with his helmet and his Z Cavaricis.
So Gabe, I put on my warrior jacket and I look just like this.
Yeah, you look just like that,
Michael. Like four of them. Oh man.
Brad, I did get my DeLorean, but because of this whole balloon arch nonsense, I couldn't open it. So it's still there.
You guys are killing me. Mine don't come to Wednesday, man. And
mine won't for another month or two.
Brad,
I get mine from Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh,
wow,
Brad,
they have like a huge delay.
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, see, we've been missing all these comments, Gabe, without you here.
Yeah, I know.
My wife even asked me, she's like, are you going to be showing comments tonight? And I'm like, I don't think we can show any comments. She goes, oh, I said, why? She said, well, I was planning on posting a few. I was like, well, it's probably for the best that we're not showing any comments.
Oh no.
That's funny. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
God, that's cool though, Gabe. You got yours. You got yours in.
I can see Sean.
That's funny.
That's great.
Oh.
I don't know what I missed, but I just saw that comment and I was like,
Oh,
probably
I've been
about-
missing like the ability to show photos. So I've been trying to show photos, but it's like way blurry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
start,
it is.
let's Magic Michael. That's disgusting. Let's show some of this stuff though. I'd like Lee, or I would like to see some of Sean and for sure Joseph's.
Oh yeah. Well, here, let me plug this back in. I can take my phone off here and I can show you guys some of this stuff.
Are you gonna walk us through? Yeah.
I want to take a picture of this because I don't think I've even taken a picture of this thing yet. Let me see.
Here. Let me switch up the camera here. Settings. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, you guys have to see up my nose, but okay. Can you see everything?
Let me make it big though.
Oh.
So is that like clear? It's not weathered, right?
Wait, let me
No,
figure out.
it's slightly weathered. He
Put it on a
did
big
some-
screen, Dave. There we go.
Yeah. So first, I gotta thank Jason and Jason Eaton for designing this base, and then Ben and Robin for doing the laser cutting of the acrylic, and then I put the base together today. It's a multi-layer base, and then this is where the clouds are going to go. I'm going to use polyfill to create the clouds, and they're going to light up in orange, to look like Bespin. And then here's the actual cityscape, so you can see that there.
That's fucking bonkers.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then as you come down, there's another layer of lighting that goes all the way around. And then there's all this.
Wow.
Hey, Joseph, did he pencil scribe those lines?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's badass. That's how he did the Death Star. And the Star Destroyer.
Well, you can't really appreciate the detail of this until you get up close, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you
That's
can see
crazy. How long did that take him to?
there's a little bit of weathering and stuff like that streaking around here. And in the little city areas. Here, let me turn off the lights. This is where you're really going to see it.
What's crazy? It's real Star Trek-y.
It actually is.
Yeah, I was
huh?
gonna say that. Yeah.
Well, remember the starbase in Star Trek had that mushroom shape to it.
That's cool, man.
What's crazy is that's a 3D print.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to look amazing with the cloud cover around it.
What's in that
the base.
the pole, Joseph? Is it metal?
Which hole?
The pole that's holding it up?
Yeah. So there's a Panavice mount there, and then it screws to a brass rod that runs the
Okay,
entire
good.
thing.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's insane. The lighting and the way he did everything is just beautiful. It really is. So yeah, so that's that piece. And then let me take you guys to the cave. Actually, here.
I want to see how much has been done in this living room.
Nothing's been done. Don't bitch.
I'm not bitching. Yeah, you
Actually,
just wanted to gather more things in there.
That's cool.
This one came, which is amazing. I mean, the face on this is just. It's
You're not going
insane.
to display it without the helmet. I like it with just his head. I thought that looked cool.
Yeah, they both look really good. The only one I didn't really like was the fully helmeted one. Hold on, let me turn
And
off
the
the light.
fiery blade. I'm not a fan of the fiery blade. I don't know why they decided to do that.
No, neither am I. And then here are the busts that came. The Mark 7.
I canceled it.
Yeah, I know. That's But this is really. I mean, it's not bad. But, and then this is the Mark 3.
I might buy that one.
This one is really nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's really nice. I want to show you.
Tell you how to put the batteries in it and how to switch it all on. I can't believe they're overlooking something like this.
Hey, Joseph, do you have the Mark III, the sideshow one, or
Yeah.
like caught to it?
Compare the two. So this is the Queen.
Yeah.
And here is the sideshow one. Here.
Jeez, look at that shit, man.
I have that one. That one's nice.
Yeah.
So in your opinion,
The sideshow one is the bases, all right. They never did anything with the bases.
So I will tell you,
it's not that great.
Only thing I like about the sideshow one is the gold faceplate and the fact that the eyes have a little blue outline or eyeliner to them. Whereas this one, everything else is great. The finish,
the pose is better too.
The pose is better. The metallic pieces are better finished, and the base, amazing.
Yeah,
they do a nice job on the bases.
But the only thing that they didn't do well is the lighting features. You have to take the helmet off to turn on the lights for the eyes, and you have to charge this with a USB cord and then turn it on with a remote control.
I don't understand though that part of the equation that they're getting wrong.
Actually,
the detail of that arc reactor looks way nicer than the sideshow one too. The sideshow one's just like flat, right?
Yeah. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me see if it's working. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's way better.
It is way better. But I just wish there was a way. I wish there was a way to actually get it to, to just be on a single switch with a power cord.
That one was cheap too, right? It was only like 1,200 or something like that, like in the thousands.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Here's the other thing here that
It's always fun looking in there.
This room is getting more and more ridiculous because where the fuck are you gonna put things in 6 months?
mean, remember when we had Joseph's on the first time on Collection Wars, and like we got to walk in and we're like, oh man, like that room has so much potential and it's like so open. Fast forward 2 years later and it's like getting tighter and tighter in there.
Yeah, it's only like a walkway now, just a single walkway. It's so cool seeing in there, dude. I just like looking around. It's so cool. Damn, dude, that looks legit.
What do you guys think of that likeness on the bale?
I think he still looks a little old manish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that real hair and stuff?
It's still good though. I mean, it's better than anything anybody else has done, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, the life size maybe not.
What scale is that?
Oh yeah, that's not from Queens though, right? That's from.
I think it's JND, right?
This is JND Studios.
Yeah.
So what's the life size one, Sean? The one you're getting? Infinity. That's right. Yeah.
So just to give you an idea, this is 1/3 scale JND in silicon, and this is 1/3 scale Queen Studios in sculpt.
I actually like that one a lot better. That sculpt. If it was silicone, it'd be
sculpt
like perfect.
If it were silicon, it would be perfect. This one though just looks so lifelike.
Hey,
in fact, all of their pieces look super lifelike.
Right.
They don't come out great on camera though.
That one, that's the one right there. Well, did
that
you
one's
get
perfect. On this one, it looks a little like old manish too. On the Joker one.
God damn! Look at it.
Hey, is that one? Those are 3rd scale.
These are all 3rd scale, but just look at the detail.
I love that. Do you have that, Sean, or no?
No, I do. I have the 1/1 Joker on order. I get that actually next week.
I love that. That's badass. I love the 3rd scale statue.
You got the original costume one of the two, right?
Yeah,
Damn, that
well, they
costume's
haven't
so
released
cool.
it yet, but
That's badass. I'd like to have gotten that.
Do you have the one with like the wings that are spread out?
this is hers. But you're talking about the Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, I'll show it to you. Yeah,
Joseph, you
but
need to
I
get
was
that
going to show you.
costume.
There's that
Joseph,
Ecto 1
badass.
mask.
Joseph, you need to get that costume for FF.
Oh my God! Yeah, the gold one.
Yeah,
She
it
wanted
looks
that.
just like- She looks just like her, dude. I'm telling you, I really think so.
Speaking of what I missed today, there's the Jackson Rupert painted version.
That one's cool.
The Rocketeer helmet. Yeah. So
So
let me show you.
we're giving you 1 year to get this shit displayed.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Hey,
You're
what
talking about
scale?
this.
Hey, what scale is that?
Yeah,
one?
that one's sick.
That's
Badass.
quarter scale.
Yeah, the price
but-
ain't bad on that one either. Like
No,
for
it
like
wasn't.
especially what you get, it's pretty crazy.
That one right
And
there.
then I
is-
also got
what
this one
scale?
recently too. This is amazing.
Who did that Wonder Woman, that quarter scale?
That's Queen
That's Queen Studio.
Hey, what
with the wing.
Costume?
Huh?
Is that legendary skill? The Iron Man to the right?
This one.
Yeah,
This is
Damn,
from
that's
Queen.
tight.
This is half scale.
yeah, legendary. Yeah,
Legendary.
yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
Joseph, do you collect
So-
Predator too or no?
No Predator or Alien. A
Mm-hmm.
little bit of Alien. I have the APC down there and the 2 Aliens, but that's it. And then this, I've been wanting to show this. I finally finished it. I finally finished putting it together after David repainted the head on this.
That's cool.
And this, I'm just over the moon with. David did such an amazing job on this.
Yeah, he does, man.
You
This
got to
is
get a
really
Yoda, Gabe.
Right.
And then I did the nails, and then I was able to get all the clothes together and the cane and everything. David also weathered the clothes for me, but I'm just so happy, like how he painted this. It looks so lifelike. I don't even know how to describe it. Even the camera doesn't do it justice. It looks more warm in real life. It's it's crazy.
Joseph, hey,
Yeah.
can you go back
This
to
is
your
really beautiful.
the Batman like 6 scale stuff you have on the floor? Can you go back to over there?
Yeah.
I like-
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's the halo.
You literally have a walkway. That's all you've done. So let me ask a question here. So everything you've unboxed, there's a place for this stuff to actually go?
Except for the helmets. That's the only thing I'm going to have to figure out what to do, because a lot of the stuff in that cabinet, I had made that cabinet specifically for helmets, but a lot of that stuff's going to go, like sequel trilogy stuff's going to go, and I don't have like my Vader or my Macquarie Vader or anything in there. So I have to figure out what
believe
to
you
do.
got the Macquarie Vader, bro.
Shut up, Lee.
Can we see the Batmobiles?
Let's see. I'm not. That's just an EFX, bro. So that could be the.
There's the other one. That's the Macquarie. That's the Vader.
Badass, dude.
And this is the Master Replicas Episode 3 Vader.
Do you believe in Michael? I'm not sure if I do yet.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I've never known that guy to ever bullshit me one time, so there's no reason, right? That's fucking. Excuse my language. That's badass. Piece.
That's
So
cool.
that's the bat, and that one is crazy because it lights up and the fan blades spin,
You know,
and the propellers in the back spin. But that one I'm gonna have to put on a higher pedestal. It comes with just like the Back to the Future DeLorean, the Part 2. It actually has taller struts, so you can mount it higher up, so you can see the propeller blades and everything in the back when they spin.
Who made that? Who made that, Joseph?
That's Hot Toys.
Okay.
I think it's
You can see
1/12
the
scale, right?
It's 1/12 scale.
Yeah.
And then they made specific 1/12 scale figures.
Oh, that's cool.
Is the
And
in the
this-
background that's the BVS one, or
That one in the back is the BVS. That's the
man,
Jack.
that looks good.
Yeah.
Hey, Joseph, question: has FF ever been down there before?
Yes, she has.
Okay,
She has. She just shakes her head.
It's awesome.
I just picked up that one, the 89.
Yeah, this
Love
is
that one.
beautiful. I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this.
Yeah, I ended up pre-ordering it just because, especially for the Hot Toys version, it's just so cheap. But
Mhm.
and I get it, like accuracy. I know the with Juice or Jost, what's his name? Jazz Inc. I mean, I know that
Yost.
one's more accurate, but it's double the price. And I was like, do I care about accuracy as far as the Batmobile? Nah.
So that's Stone, that cow?
Huh? That's
That's
the
stone?
Hollywood Collectibles group. That's fiberglass.
It's nice.
It's beautiful.
I was
Yeah,
like,
they did it.
oh. Hey, I'm gonna get the Batmobile. I'm gonna get it. I mean,
Which one? The Hot Toys?
No, yeah, I meant to say the Batwing. I'm gonna get the Batwing.
Are you gonna
Oh, the Batwing.
Jazz Inc. one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
And then of course
if
this.
y'all just keep an eye out for.
Oh, that one's cool. That one like skyrocketed in price on the used market.
Oh,
I
it
got
did.
that one on pre-order.
Yeah, that one's like 3,000 used right now.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah.
And then I got one recently too. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the helmet from. It was a hyperdrive exclusive. It's from prop.
Yeah. Is that's the Crystal Skull, the Disney one?
Yep.
Disney like came through on a lot of those props, huh?
Yeah. I just picked up
And
the Eye
did you
of
see
Ra, or what is it?
This
the
is
little
the Eye of
medallion?
Ra that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got it last week when we went to Disney.
Badass.
And then Lee, you probably appreciate these, although I have them all the way in the back there. You probably can't see them.
That's cool.
That's
Joseph.
Kay's Blaster and Love's Blaster, Blade Runner 2049.
Joseph,
Those are
can
cast off the original props and painted by the guy who made them for the film.
Joseph, can you tell us what's inside of those tubes? let me see those poster tubes.
These?
The poster tubes. Jesus.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, that's badass.
Now, I've got a lot of art prints here. So, like, hello? Yeah, there we go. A lot of these are like Alex Ross. This is this came from Sideshow, but it's what's this? Oh, I'm blanking on his name right
Jerry
now.
Vanderbilt.
We see him at once.
Jerry Vanderbilt.
Jerry Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. Here are some Transformers Dark Knight foil variant from that place in the UK. Is it Vice
That's
Press?
cool.
This is a metallic Spider-Man eye. So a lot of these are Marvel. And then I just have a lot of prints that I picked up from cons. And then I got this one. This is an Orville cast autographed photo. A lot of these that are in the boxes are actually aluminum prints. And then I've got one of my prized ones back here, which I can't wait to get out. Is a full cast signed photo of the Star Trek original series crew.
It all looks beautifully stored, Joseph.
I was gonna say those thumbnails look great. Now, Joseph, if someone came in your house and they took like one or two items, how long would it take you to know that they're gone?
Instantly. Here's the problem is that when you're very OCD, if even anything is out of place, you know it. So
that's cool. The light one.
This one, yeah. That's from Vader's vault. And then this one is the custom, and this is from Lee. This is your favorite lightsaber.
No, it's not. It's stupid and ridiculous.
That one is from Saber Forge. That was done here. And then this is from Saber Mock. And of course, this one is from Brian.
Go back to that. What was I look like that other one that before I looked like a sex object? What the hell is that? What is that?
That's a lightsaber. It's a lightsaber.
Oh, okay.
It's made by Saber Forge. Or sorry, not Saber Forge. Saber Mock.
Looks like a modern version of the Graflex. Kind of cool. Like kind of like Old Republic kind of style.
Yeah, that I can see the Old Republic kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then thanks to Ben Bowman, I got this bad boy recently.
Nice.
That's original.
That's an original Graflex,
That's it.
and it's in like pristine condition.
Oh, that's cool. I never even knew that. Never.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I never knew. That's really neat.
Yeah. So
Didn't
I
Eaton
don't
make
have
like a
much-
working one?
Huh?
Didn't Eaton make like a working one that like
Yeah, like
works on
spins
camera?
around.
So it wasn't
Yeah.
Eaton that made it, but he got one. It's like the one that they made for the film that's got the spinning
Mhm.
rod with the reflective tape on it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I think it's his
Yeah.
his name's Halowax, I think.
Yeah,
is what he
yeah,
goes by.
something like
I mean, he's got them dialed in.
Yeah, they look
that. And
nice.
then I picked up this recently too. I don't know if you guys recognize it.
Was that from Paragon?
That
It is
Lucky
the Bat
Puppy.
video.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
Justin,
math.
how are you going to display your 6-scale?
Well, so most of the 6-scale collection, most of the 6-scale collection was meant to go in those 4 cabinets there, but a lot of them are going to go in the dioramas and things like that. And then whatever's left over, whatever can't fit there, I'm basically just going to sell.
You absolutely have not enough room for all your stuff.
Oh my god.
Probably not. That means some of it's going to get sold. So look out for an
Are
auction.
you going to sell it, or are you going to keep it, though, Joseph? I mean, and cycle things through.
I might do a little of both. I'm probably going to sell some things and then cycle some things.
Hey, Joseph.
Someone asked, how do you prevent dust?
So
I hate that question. I hate that question.
Oh no, I'll tell you. So I got very, very lucky because basically my whole plan was when I built all this with the glass, this was all to prevent dust. And then what happened is, as we lived in the house, what I realized is the way air circulates in a house is different, right? Every house is different. And in some areas of the house, you'll get enormous amounts of dust collecting, and in other areas you may not get. For whatever reason, I just got super lucky that in this room there's no dust, none. Like look, see this bust? This has been out for 2.5 years. Look at this. There's nothing on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I just got really lucky. Now you go to the opposite side of my basement where my office is 1 week, and there are clumps of dust in the corners of the rooms. So I don't know why I got lucky, but that's actually why I've decided now for the central island where all the big ships are going to go, I'm not going to have to encase it in glass because it's not necessary. So this one, by the way, this is a really cool piece. I don't know if I ever showed this. This is a custom Vision. That one I got from George Medina.
Can you show the APC from Aliens?
Yes. So this one is it's from Hia Toys, and it's 1/18 scale. It's still pretty big though, considering you can see the figure that's next to it.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is still available. You can buy it on Big Bad Toy Store. It's like $400. And what's amazing about it is the entire thing opens up and there's all the controls and seats and everything lights up inside too.
Who made that Batmobile? The one that's from the animated series? The one up top? That one.
That's from DC Comics. They actually produced the Batmobile and the Batwing from the comic series. Those are probably going to have to go. Because they're really beautiful and I love them. I considered like trying to mount them on the wall. But the reality is that all these have to go in the cabinet. And
on your shelf for your 89 Batmobile, did you paint that like a repaint?
With the what? The shelf?
The shell. So go down like the armor part.
This one?
Yeah, did you paint that or no?
No. That's original. But you got to be aware that when it comes from Hot Toys, it comes with a plastic film on it, and there are no air bubbles in the film, so you can't tell it's a film. You got to peel off the film, and then it reveals the
So
dull
I was
coat.
wondering because mine's like kind of peeling. So you peel it off?
Yeah. That's just a protective film, Sean. Yeah.
That's
I was like, oh no.
You're about to call them and
Ghostbusters.
complain. I need a new one.
Hey, have you guys seen Jens? So Felipe, he makes those snow speeders. We had him on the show before. He did a 6 scale APC for Jens. It's badass. It's huge. Have you seen it, Joseph?
No, I have not seen it.
Yeah, that 6 scale. Yeah, that's badass.
Is that the bowcaster from
This is the New Hope bowcaster.
Very cool.
from that one company, right?
The Blaster.
So Blaster,
Yeah.
the shell, made the metal parts, and then Scott Juarez of Crucible Custom Props put it together for me and painted it.
How much does that weigh? Like 30 pounds?
It's heavy. It's all metal. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I've been debating on getting it. It's really nice.
Yeah, if
And then-
it wasn't heavy, I'd get it from
I
out you.
have it, but this is the one that Izzy did. The
Badass, you got it.
it is beautiful. I
But
mean,
that was our Collection Wars exclusive right there, Gabe.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah, his work is just, it's amazing, immaculate.
Yeah, he did a good job.
So anyway, sorry, you guys are probably getting sick from all the camera movement.
No,
No.
you're doing great, dude. Oh, that's cool. Little light, the Batman light. That's
Oh yeah, the spotlight. It actually lights up and it casts the bat signal on the ceiling.
that from?
That's cool.
Also,
This is
Jazz-
from Jazz Inc. It's from Jazz Inc.
Oh,
And then
wow.
this is, and
Is
then
that
that's
is it 6 scale then? I guess the Jazz Inc. thing.
6 scale.
Okay.
And then this is the DMD Studios.
What's the bongos from?
Huh?
What's the bongos?
The bongos. What are you
Isn't
talking
that-
about?
Isn't there bongos behind the Mandalorian? What? Yeah, those.
That? Those are my drums. They're called replikas. They're a Middle Eastern drum. I used to play that in a band. Gabe wasn't the only one who used to be in a band.
Crazy. Was you the
I
wild?
used to play for a belly dancer.
Jesus.
I've been back and forth on this one right here.
I
This
can't
thing-
know that too.
Yeah, it's
It
nice.
is unbelievable. It is so nice. I can't
It
even
looks
begin
so cool.
to play it.
It's
Oh,
cheap
yeah.
too, right? Like 1,400, 1,500.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know what it is.
That's Vision, man, from Marvel.
Come on, Michael. You know who this is, though.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
That's cool. You got to get more of those busts, man.
You want to tell my wife that?
Yeah, I'll talk to her for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Like Joseph
Okay.
doesn't have enough stuff.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
hope
I still see a little strip of carpet right
I
there.
know, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Funny.
Anyway. Yeah.
I'll turn my camera back
So
on.
there you go. There you have it.
Gabe, do you have that Batman cowl on order from what's the
The
company?
new Nova,
No, the other one.
the
Factory Entertainment?
Who is it?
Is it
No.
Factory Entertainment?
No, it's
Pure,
no.
It's Pure Arts.
Pure Arts.
Pure Arts.
Yeah.
No, I actually ordered I pre-ordered the new Nova one at first. But then obviously after seeing it at Comic-Con, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
So,
The Pure
Um,
Arts one is nice though, dude. You got to get that one.
I actually saw it at Comic-Con too, and I thought about it. I was like, I'll
The
probably
Pure
end
Arts
up
one is
ordering
really
it,
nice.
but
It's really
But yeah, but
nice.
since I went with the '89 Batmobile, I was like, I kind of want to keep that separate, just like by itself, or else. Well, I guess I could combine it there with like the bus. That would look kind of cool. I just don't have a
Look,
place.
I'll
I'm
be
like
honest
Ghost-
with you guys.
like-
I'll be honest with you. The Pure Arts one is really, really good, but I still think the Hollywood Collectibles Group one takes the cake.
Yeah.
Well, it also
And if
doesn't
you're-
deteriorate, which is nice too.
Yeah. and I was able to pick mine up on eBay for $400, which, considering the cost of the Pure Arts one and the Denuo Nova ones, it's a steal if you can find it.
Do you get? I just got. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I got Tom sent me over that Baby Yoda.
Oh, he did? Did you get it?
Remember Michael when we interviewed Tony McVeigh?
Yes.
I asked him about that. Remember, I was like, "Oh, and you sculpted the original Yoda maquette."
Oh, I remember that conversation.
And he's like, "Yeah." And ever since then, I was like, "Man, I really wish I like maybe one day somebody, I'd probably be Tom, make it." And then I saw it at Star Wars Celebration. Remember in the Mandalorian display? And if you watch my video, yeah, like remember the whole experience thing? They had it there, and I was just like, "Man, I really like it." And yeah, I got it here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let me go solo mode.
So Gabe, is this what like was like a this is supposed to be like the one that they like looked at like
yeah, it's the concept, right? So it's what Tony McVeigh basically sculpted out of clay, and that's what Baby Yoda looked like originally. And it comes with this. Hold on,
it's from the original mold, right? That he had.
Yeah. And it's it's a signature edition, so it comes with like, Christian Alsman, who did that design.
The art. Does it come with the art print?
Yeah, it comes with this little art print.
Okay.
And it also comes with the base, so you could actually like have it on the base. But yeah, and then it has Tony McVeigh's autograph on it, and so it's kind of cool. Like a lot of people keep on hitting me up and they're like, "What do you think?" Like, if I like it. And to be honest, like I really did like it because I ever since we talked to Tony McVeigh, I was like, man, like that's such a cool piece.
Yeah.
Plus, we're like a big Baby Yoda family here. Like, all my kids love Baby Yoda, so yeah, it's very cool.
That's awesome.
Do you know what that's going to sell for?
It's $550.
Okay.
Yeah,
I really like that.
The dual signature and all that.
Is it heavy?
Yeah, it's decently heavy. Probably about 5 pounds, maybe. And then
is it resin?
Yeah, it's full resin. Yeah, and it has like a little felt pad, so you don't have to display it on the little base.
Did any of you guys get your reads? I know Gabe.
It looks actually better there, Gabe, than it does of the photographs I've seen.
I think so too.
Oh yeah. No, it's. I mean, dude, when I got it, I was like, man, this is.
I think it needs to be displayed like slightly off center, so the eye, like, it looks.
Yeah, because if you look at the eyes, like the eyes are all fully painted.
That's awesome. Yeah, see, Gabe, I remember seeing that at the Mandalorian exhibit, and it was really cool.
Was the original painted or was it unpainted?
I think he ended up painting it afterwards, but the pictures that are out online, it's unpainted.
Sean, I have some pictures of it from the experience. I'll send them to you.
Oh, cool.
Sean, did you go to that experience?
I asked Tom about the one from the experience. He doesn't think that that's the original. He thinks that they made a copy for the experience because he saw the original and he said that the one from the experience, he could see some print lines.
So they scanned it and printed it?
No.
Yeah. Here's the Rees.
Very nice.
I just got mine yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I have that one on order too.
I got number 9, I think.
I can't believe it sold out so quick too. Like within the 24 hours, boom, gone.
Yeah, I gotta find a place for all those.
Yeah. I actually, here, I'll show you guys. I just put it together. I bought this little shelving system from Amazon.
Oh,
that's cool.
What a great idea, dude.
That's great.
I love that.
I'm on it, dude. I'm on that right now.
How much was that?
It's like $60.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and it just kind of hangs on the wall.
Dude, that's perfect for like the chess pieces or any of the concepts.
Oh, yeah, that's you idea for the chess
Can you
pieces.
send me a link to that, dude?
Yeah, I'll send you a link to it. The only thing is, I would caution everybody. These things are kind of short, so like, for example, like the Weequay is not going to fit in here. The Weequay is going to have to go up on top, and the Baby Yoda would have to go in without the base.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, but that's if you have the Baby Yoda, right? I mean, but the Return of the Jedi ones should, at least all the ones that are out, should fit pretty
What's that
well.
made out of?
It's like MDF, like
Okay.
That's
How
really
much
nice.
weight do you think each one can hold? Did it say?
I mean, I think it was rated for like 15 pounds. The thing is, like the way they're inserted in the wood and then it screws in, they're pretty solid.
That's pretty soft, yeah.
There's no way.
That's
these are
really
big.
nice.
Yeah,
I
the
like
that.
concept
I'm worried
pieces aren't
about
like
is-
super heavy.
The only thing is this thing is heavy, so you definitely have to hit a couple or like a stud for
Yeah.
both of them. Make sure.
Oh, you can get those anchors, Gabe, along 250 pounds in drywall.
I know, but I wouldn't trust drywall because this thing is pretty heavy.
Dude, so my TV in my bedroom, the way the mount was gonna go, I wasn't gonna wear the stud.
No.
So I have it with those anchors. I mean, it's holding my TV. Hopefully,
Gabe, I think Lee's talking about. You're talking about the zip ones, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
which
they're
one.
made to hold a TV. They're made to hold a
This.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're made to hold TVs, so they can
Yeah.
hold a huge amount of weight. You push them into the wall, and then there's like a zip. There are two
Yeah,
zip
like-
ties, and you push the zip against it,
Yeah.
and then it completely look. All those paints on the wall
Mhm.
back there. Those
Yeah.
two big racks that you see there.
That's how you have them.
Yeah, because they're not on studs.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm just overly like cautious. Like all
Me too.
the things back there, right? So all
Mhm.
those, obviously, I had to hit a stud for all of it. So there's no way I was going to trust
Right.
an anchor, even an anchor. I was just like, no way. So all those had to be on at least one or two of the screws needed to be on a stud. So I don't know. The place where I'm going to put this, I don't think there's a stud there. So I'm probably going to have to go with the anchors and just.
Yeah. There's two different kinds. The better one I found was from Lowe's. They make a better quality one than the Home Depot ones.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're amazing. I learned about those when they were installing my TV, and I was just like, "Ooh, what's that?" Yeah, they hold a ton of weight.
Hey, Gabe.
Yeah.
Hey, is the Baby Yoda considered part of the? It's not part of the maquette collection, though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's-
No.
It is, yeah. Because it's from the original mold, right? So it's from Tony McVeigh's actual mold.
Yeah.
So is that the archive collection?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So-
Here's the
Cool.
here's
So,
the certificate.
I know Pete was talking to me about it. I don't know if he's going to be on board now that he's seen that.
Yeah, like I said, I've had a couple people reach out to me about it, and they're like, "Hey, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, what do you think about it?" And like I said, I have a personal like kind of just affection for it because of our Tony McVeigh interview, and again, just kind of seeing where Baby Yoda came from, right? And especially having the hot toy one, like that's kind of cool to see, like, or not the hot toy, the sideshow one, having the
Mhm.
sideshow one, and then the little concept next to it. That'd be kind of cool.
I think the
That's-
people.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Joseph. I think people that are on the fence about this one, just ask yourself: if you're wanting to collect the whole maquette collection, just ask yourself.
Right.
Like me personally, I'd like to have all of the maquettes, but I want them from Return of the Jedi, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I'm
So-
sure, and I think that a lot of people are doing that, right? They're kind of like, separating the collections a little bit. And yeah, I think it's one of those pieces where I think it's an intro piece for a lot of newer collectors, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Yes.
people that are into the Mandalorian and kind of the newer Disney stuff. I think it's definitely a good little intro piece to have something with lineage.
Yeah.
For the older fans, I mean, unless you're really a big Baby Yoda fan, or you really, that's why I was talking to Lee about it. I was surprised because I was like, "You gonna get it, Lee?" And he's like, "I don't know." And Lee loves Baby Yoda.
Lee?
So,
You're not getting it,
No.
Mr. Grogu himself.
yeah.
I leave for Japan in 7 weeks, dude. I can't just be dropping money.
See, I really like that simply because I think it would pair well with the sideshow one,
Right.
Prototype production.
I got the print. I've got that print when it first came
Right.
out. It comes with it, the bigger one of it, and I mean, it looks better now seeing it in video than actual pictures. So I don't know. I might change my mind. Who knows?
What about you, Joseph? You getting it?
I'm releasing a full video on the first, like when the release is, so you guys could be able to see a little bit closer and everything. And then I'm gonna put it next to the big baby Yoda, so you guys could see kind of the size and all that.
Yeah, I really like it. I simply, again, because I like to pair my prototypes or the prototype and then the production pieces. Like it's just like I plan to do with that Slave One, right? The Slave One production and then the Macquarie concept Slave One. So concept and production, I really love pairing those.
Yeah.
Just to see how they.
I'm sure they look great on the carpet next to each other, Joseph.
Big cat Pete.
You know what?
I'm gonna give you shit until I see your stuff.
I know, but you know what? I want to do right now is I want to see Gabe's floor because I'm tired of being the only one who's getting crap for all this stuff on my floor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabe, yeah, you're just like Joseph. You are. Look at that. What a man.
Oh, it's
see, I'm not the only one.
It's pretty bad in here, and then with artwork and stuff too. Oh, I have.
Yeah, where are your tubes?
Yeah, the two. Oh my god, there's so many. And then even obviously I've been collecting Star Wars prints and all that stuff, but even before that, I used to collect just movie posters because I worked at a movie theater at a high school. So I would take home every single movie poster that came out between 1998 to about 2001, 2002. So I got just rolls and rolls and rolls. I have a bunch of film trailers too. I have like boxes and boxes of film trailers.
That's cool. Hey, so are we going to see Lee's Proton setup? Your Ghostbusters?
Oh yeah, the Proton pack.
Go take us, Lee.
Yeah,
or you want me? I can show the pictures. You want me to show the pictures?
I got some. So there's that. Hold on, I'll send them to you now.
Well, you could share. Are they on your computer? Share them.
And then on my phone, I'm just going to send them to you, Gabe. So
while Lee's doing that, Gabe, the reason I say that, I asked that is because there's a book that I saw, I don't know, it's about 20 years ago it came out, and it's called See, I'm Not the Only One Who's Crazy. And it's basically it's a kind of a book that explores people's personality quirks and how much of the population actually shares those quirks. So like, for example, 70% of people that they interviewed had a super strong, had a really strong preference of how they wanted the toilet paper roll to hang, either over or under.
I'm an under toilet roll guy.
Denise and I argue about that all the time.
Yeah. Really? You see, and that's something nobody talks about. And then the book is like 70% of people actually will like switch it over if they find it one way or the other.
Yeah. Sometimes we're so lazy sometimes here when it comes to that the toilet paper just sits on top of the.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because I'm just like, we're gonna go through it so fast that it's not even worth putting it on. I live with 4 females, right? And it's like every bathroom visit requires toilet paper, so we go through toilet paper like crazy.
Dude, you gotta get the toilet like me, dude.
Yeah, right.
I ran out for a week. I didn't have any toilet paper.
Hey, Lee, let's not get into talking about toilets. Hey, guys.
Okay, let's see the pictures.
Me and Lee got into a toilet conversation talking the other day.
Did you?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I love that statue, man. It's
badass.
Who made this?
That's the sideshow one, right?
Sideshow, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So you can display it without the head, with the mask or without. But I mean, it's not a perfect likeness, but I just want like a tribute piece to Chadwick Boseman, right? Because I have a Black Panther statue, but it didn't have his head.
Yeah, the base is cool.
Yeah. It's a cool piece, man.
I love the way the light casts on the back on the wall.
Yeah, that's from that one light above the shield, right? That little spotlight there. Did you get the other ones, Gabe, that I sent you?
I can't find them.
I just text
there.
them to you. No.
I found it. They, for some reason, on this computer, they download to like my actual photos, like my, I don't know, like my computer photos. Okay, give me a second. I found them.
I do a little video as well of yeah, it's been a fun little project for a couple of weeks.
Let me show the video first. That's probably easy.
Beautiful display.
It's almost
sound. No sound.
Yeah, you can put sound on it because I light up the pack too, right? With the mod I did on that. So,
all right, hold on. All right, it's coming. There you go.
Alexa, who are you gonna call?
Damn.
Nice.
That display.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's sick, man.
That's awesome.
It's not quite finished yet. I still got some more photos to put up and stuff. So, yeah, there's the mod I did on the sound.
Wow.
When I say that, it kicks some music on too.
Hey, be quiet, Lee. Let's listen to you.
Dude, I have to say that display is like the nicest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. That's really awesome.
Thank you, bro.
Great job.
Let me show the picture.
Still waiting for a few bits and bobs to show up. I've got to weather those lights too for the ghost containment, right? So
that's awesome.
So they're just the IKEA shelves, and I spray painted them red and then weathered all the corners, just like those switches. I weathered all those.
Great.
Yeah, it's been a fun little project. I had to make that shelf because that was just a shelf I bought, cut it down, and then got the black and yellow stripe tape.
You know what Armando just said?
Oh, I was going to say, because that's the one, that's the Hasbro wand, right?
Yeah, I made it. So it's just a black shelf, and I cut it down to the right size and then wrapped it. You can buy it from Home Depot, like a black and yellow tape, like 2 inches.
Because the Hollywood Collectibles group bases have that stripe around the edge of the base, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can see, look, that the angle is slightly different. You can see the two Hollywood collectible ones, right? And then the Trino wand or the thrower.
Yeah.
Is
but it's barely noticeable. It looks really good.
But that's a perfect spot for that whole little display, man. That came out great.
Thank you.
That did.
Like I said, I've got the photos to run down the right-hand side wall, and I've got the Ecto one from Ghostbusters 2 is here. And then the one from Afterlife will be here tomorrow. So I'll have all 3 of the license plates there. So I mean, it's been fun. I mean, it's yeah. I didn't expect to go down this little rabbit hole, but I had all the pieces, right? It's just all this greebly stuff I had to get and do the paint.
Yes, but Brad, yes. I mean, you have such a good eye for that, man. I mean, you really do.
Awesome.
Dick shrinking display,
Brad. So, guys, I have to apologize. I gotta run. I gotta put my little girl to sleep. She is accustomed to daddy sleeping next to her at night, so I'm gonna go.
Thanks for joining.
Good seeing you.
Of course, it's great to be with you guys again, and hope to do it again soon. And hopefully some more stuff will be on the walls instead of on the floor, Lee.
I'm going to keep lighting your ass until you do it, dude.
Next time,
I know you are.
I want to see like the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean right in that middle carpet space.
Sean, you gotta start filling up that.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Okay.
Have
Sounds
a good
good.
evening, Joseph.
Okay. We'll
Have a good
see you
night, man.
guys. Good night.
See you,
Okay,
dude.
so moving on with you, Sean. Do you have any updates with some of the stuff? I know you've kind of been out of for the people, the viewers that are watching. You've been known for all of your life size props and whatnot. So I know you kind of jumped, like we talked about earlier. You've been doing a lot of Batman stuff, huh?
Yeah. I've been kind of obsessed with it for the last like 2 months, something like
It's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Mainly like 1/6 scale, but I've gotten a lot of like busts too. And so I just ordered the Batman bust, the Christian Bale one. I don't know if you could pull that one up. We were trying to show it earlier, but
Sean, so you have a Star Wars room, a horror room, and now you're gonna have a Batman room?
nah, dude, I just got like 2 rooms, and they're like all the stuff is in. So I need to like figure out a way to like organize everything. But yeah, I'm pulling a Joseph over here.
How many actual life size characters do you have?
Like actual statues, I probably have like in the like 30 range. But like bust, yeah, like bust, it's like in the 50 some range.
Hey Sean, who makes that bus so I could pull it up?
Oh, it's by JND Studios.
Wait a minute, you have 50 busts, Sean?
Life size bust, yeah, like a little over that.
Crazy bastard.
Yeah, once I get like the pre-orders in, it'll be a little more.
Once you get what?
The pre-orders.
Wow. That's impressive, dude.
Thanks, man. But yeah, so I got the Bale one on order.
Did you get the Penguin one?
Nah, dude, I don't know. I've been kind of back and forth on it. It's just a weird like kind of design. It's just a head on a stick. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Is it Danny DeVito? Penguin?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Really?
It's like it's $1,500, and it's like a mask of him, but it's like one of those masks that like just it's out of silicone and it's so nice.
Well, I'm sure you could get somebody to, or even you can like 3D print a base for it, all right? I mean, you could kind of do it up.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Sean, did you order it from Sideshow or where did you?
Spec Fiction. If you go to Spec Fiction's website.
Matt, what's up, brother? Damn, son.
Holy crap! Hey,
Brother.
What's going on, Matt?
What's up, dude?
We got to sort out our San Diego trip, bro.
What, for Comic-Con?
Yeah, Matt's coming down. We're gonna have a wild week in San Diego.
Oh, you guys are coming to my hometown? You guys didn't even tell me? Wow.
Well, you know I was coming. I asked you for tickets, sucker.
Hey, Gabe, remember that's when you were like, hey, dude, I got to get out of town, so I'll come down and see you. Remember that?
Yeah, it will be.
Hey, because I'm telling you right now, Gabe Lee's the type that'll fucking hit you up at your house and want to sleep on the couch for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
There's so many Batman. Okay, so what am I looking for again?
Here, should I just text it to you or like Facebook?
Yeah, text me the link. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Because there's a lot of Batman busts.
I'll send you some links right now. Hold on. Okay, so here's one link.
It's so funny.
Let's see.
Thank you, Raging Mando.
All right, yeah.
Lee, you won't need your blow up, though.
Huh?
Yeah, you'll be in good company is what he's basically telling you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was reading something. What was you talking about?
Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that one.
You got that one, didn't you?
That
already?
one? No, I have the Joaquin Phoenix one. That one I have in hand, but this one I get on Friday.
That's badass.
Yeah, wow. I love it, man.
That honestly, I know a lot of people like Joaquin Phoenix, but he was the best Joker. I think he was awesome, man.
Look at this. Jeez.
It also comes with
you have to display it like that, where it's all moody like that, because that looks freaking cool, dude. Wow.
And then yeah, if you go like further down, you'll see like it comes with like the bank robber mask too.
Oh yeah.
And he holds it. It's cool.
That's
fucking creepy.
Who made this show? Infinity Studios.
Yeah, so it's the same company that made the Bruce Lee one that
Right.
Joseph has.
So I saw their first work in San Diego. It was like, it might have been 2019, and they had the Wonder Woman, and I wasn't impressed with that. And they had the Superman, and they didn't look good, but they seem like they've got a lot better. Like, that's crazy. Wow.
This one, I'm like, dude, this is like my dream piece. So this one comes out like in a year and some change.
That's amazing.
But yeah, one of the photos, not this one, I think it's the next one. Not that one. It looks cool with the Catwoman though, huh?
Yeah. Have you got that on order too then?
No, my wife doesn't want me to buy it. She's like, she's like
No, there's not going to be another woman in this house.
But yeah, but dude, that looks fucking sick, right?
Oh, they look good together, man. Sean, you have to tell her. You have to get it.
Lee's the worst, man.
No, but look how good that looks together. Though.
Yeah, man.
Look at the size of that thing.
It is big, huh?
Yeah. There's one more photo. I don't know, like if it's here, but it's like it's a close up on just his face. Let me see.
Let me get out.
It's that one right there.
What is the? Wow, that is bonkers. Do they 3D scan these people then? I mean,
no, I think they're sculptures, and they might be based off like a life cast, but I'm pretty sure they're just sculptures.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
And then are they out of Asia too?
Yeah, I think it's like China or Japan, something like that.
That one's cool too.
Yeah. So this one I think I get in December.
I still haven't watched that movie.
Oh, you got to see it. It's nice.
You haven't seen the first one or the second one?
What do you mean the second one?
Yeah, the first one.
Isn't there two of them already?
No, just one. There might be a new one, but like not for a couple of years.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
No, I refused to watch it. I hate that guy after he did the vampire movies.
Twilight. I actually really like him as an actor. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah. Still haven't watched it. Won't ever watch it.
So they actually retweaked it. If you go back to the left one, on the left photo.
Yeah.
The prototype was the one on the left, and I guess a bunch of people complained about the chin and just kind of like the pose. So they retooled it, and that's the new one on the right.
Can you take the cowl off then, Sean?
No, it's permanent.
I like how the cowl looks like the old 66 Batman, right? Like it's like
the flat nose, Gabe.
Yeah, well, it's like a piece of like plastic cloth or leather, whatever, and then kind of attaches to the cape.
Really in the movie, if you've seen it, his emblem right here is actually his batarang, so that comes off, and then he can
right.
people down.
And they're guns, right? They're like
on doing the Adam West one. Do you know?
I don't think so.
I'd like to have that actually. That would be cool.
They're doing a new Superman pose though, with his black suit.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you on the Wonder Woman one. It's not that the face looks good, but like something with the hair.
It looked the wrong color, and it didn't look good at all.
Yeah.
That lighting looks dope.
Yeah, that looks good with that lighting, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to have those little spotlights, just one of them shown.
Yeah, it's cool.
At the face, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's legit, man. Look at that. Like just
the skin is crazy, huh?
Yeah, like the leather stitching or whatever they're using, like looks crazy. I wonder, is it silicone? The face?
So yeah, any part that's like human like is silicone, and then the eyes are glass. But the other stuff I think might just be sculpture. Yeah. Their sculpture work is really nice though.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I mean, I like Batman. It's just different. I think it's kind of cool.
I like the base.
I was actually just now reaching out to see if Joel might have a 6-scale Michael Keaton Batman, because I need to get that if I'm going to get that the Batwing.
Yeah. Well, they just put up for pre-order a really nice reissue of the Hot Toy one.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. On Sideshow?
Cheap too. Like the original was, I mean, it went up to like $600-800, but you can pick up the new one for like $350 for the deluxe. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I ordered the '89 Batmobile and then the Batman. I was like, I gotta have both of those.
So they do the Joker, the Jack Nicholson Joker.
They did in the past, but they haven't reissued it yet. There's a company called Mars Toys though that put out a non-official one, and it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Brad, Mike is so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I like Batman though a lot, actually. So I just like I don't even know if I had to think about what character, like superhero character, would be my favorite.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your favorite superhero?
I don't really have one, but maybe Batman. Yeah. And
Lee, are you Iron Man guy?
Yeah, dude.
What about you, Gabe?
So my all-time favorite is Spider-Man, but Superman, but like Christopher Reeve's Superman. You know, that's
the one time we agree. Me and you agree.
Yeah, he'll always be my Superman. I mean, we was all excited about that one that Sideshow put out, and then when we saw the final ones, it looked like he was about to burst into tears, right? It was like, oh man.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was so disappointed because I have a small one of him stood on the flag, right? On the flagpole. That's actually in storage because I was like, oh, I'm not going to display that one because I'm going to have this nice one from Sideshow. And then they put that out and it just looked horrid.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
And then, I picked up a Superman, the one that Lee doesn't like. Let me see. Hold on. Let's try
the Hot Toys one or the Sideshow one.
I did get a Hot Toys one of the black suit, but this is like a life-size bust.
Oh, the first ones that those guys did.
Yeah, it's the one where
that's the ones they had displayed. That's next to the Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah, you said it looked like a certain DJ we know.
That's right. Yeah, get some headphones for him.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Hold on, let me pull this up.
That's hilarious.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's cool. He's a cool Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he did a brilliant job.
Yeah, I do too.
I can't believe they got rid of him. I mean, they got rid of him and Gal Gadot, and they kept that guy that plays the Flash.
Okay, happy.
Yeah, Affleck too, I think.
This is the birthday girl.
Happy birthday! How old is she?
How old are you? Tell us.
5. Holy moly!
Yeah.
Did you have any balloons at your birthday party?
Oh, let's not bring up.
You're so beautiful. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I can't wait to see you again.
Say thank you. See you later.
Have a good night.
She's adorable.
Thanks.
I bet Andy, she's exhausted.
Yeah.
Gabe, you stood up doing the show tonight?
Just when I moved over here to show you guys the baby Yoda, I stood up.
Okay.
I'm
gonna need one of those yellow collection wars shirts, dude. Can you put that store back up before they pull it?
I mean, I could keep on putting it back up like as many times, and you know,
because I need one because it didn't. The one that I got was the yellow seemed weird on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want one for when I go to Japan, right? So when I go into those big stores, maybe they'll see the T-shirt and all that, you know.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah,
it'll be like all those like B and C celebrities that go to Japan and they're like big superstars. They're gonna be like, I've seen you. You're Lee.
No, I would be an E, F, or G.
Yeah, you're that asshole.
Oh, maybe Z. Maybe Z. I'm being too yeah. No, it'd be cool to go there and have one of those to rock. Because I do want to. I've got 2 days after my son leaves. I've got them myself, so I'm gonna do that stuff in Tokyo. So because he's got zero interest in going to see any of that, so I've got 2 days to get that done.
Yeah.
God, that's like taking a trip to Ukraine or something. Why don't we go to Switzerland or the Bahamas or something?
No, Japan's cool, man.
I've
Japan's
never-
really cool.
Yeah,
I hope he gets me a samurai sword. But
That would be cool.
getting me a samurai sword. What about you?
yeah, that'd be badass.
Yeah, I've already found the store. Actually, me and Steve Neeson, because he follows the same guy on YouTube. There's a store in Kyoto that sells legit ones, So
It's like a little restaurant, and then you go to the back.
yeah, a Tori Hanzo.
That's badass.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be good.
Hey, who was it? I was talking to somebody today. We were talking about the Superman. What's his name? Cal? What's his
Henry
name?
Cavill?
Yeah. Was it you, Sean, who told me that, or somebody told me just today that he's going to be playing in that movie? What's it called? He got cast in a movie just recently. You know what it is? He's going to be playing. Golly,
James Bond?
what is it?
Is it James Bond? I heard there was like talks, right? Of
Yeah, no.
Oh, really?
I mean, I just
I
saw
think
like
maybe still rumors for
Yeah.
James Bond.
Yeah, they
Could be
always
a
do
good
that.
James Bond, I think.
He did announce something else though, like after they fired him from Superman. I just don't know what it was though.
I can't remember. Somebody will know in the viewers. I heard it today, and it's pretty cool. Just can't remember what it is.
Warhammer 40,000? Was that it?
Maybe
No.
that. No?
No. It's something that it's like a redo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know he's done the Sherlock Holmes ones, right?
Yeah, couple times.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, 2 of those they've done.
Yeah, I can't remember. But
Yeah, it's crazy. He like bounced on his Witcher job, which everyone loved, to do Superman full time, and then like a couple days later, like WB like kind of screwed him on that.
Well, it's Gunn did it, right?
Yeah. James Gunn.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe who he kept and I can't believe who he let go. Because I think the best ones that he's let go and he's kept the shitty ones. I don't mind. I don't think Momoa was a bad Aquaman, but I mean, he wasn't. He was no Cavell, right? Or Gal Gadot. I think she was a perfect Wonder Woman, man. I really do.
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I gotta go study. I got an exam in like 4 days, so.
Yeah. No worries.
Thank you for having me on, though. Really miss you guys.
Glad to see you're alive, brother.
Huh?
Glad to see you're alive.
Thank you, man. Pulse is still here.
I'll be hitting you up for those mannequin tricks.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, there's 2 I've got to build. So I got 2 projects: the 3PO and the mall, right? So
when are you coming to San Diego?
Me and Matt got to figure out where we for Comic-Con, and I'm expecting to go out, hang out with Brad for a couple of days too in LA. So
what month is that?
What is that, July, Gabe?
Yeah. Like end of July.
I don't think I have school then. Maybe I'll hit you up.
Perfect. Are you gonna go to San Diego?
No, but I live like hour and a half away, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all be staying at Gabe's house, okay? So just come to Gabe's.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. And
Later, Sean.
yeah,
Thank
miss you guys.
you.
All right.
Yes.
Good luck with your exam, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Night, guys.
Have a good night, Sean.
Yeah.
Have a good night, brother.
Did you guys talk about the auction?
We did.
Yeah, we talked about how ridiculous it was. Yeah.
It was. Some people are probably going to wake up with some buyer's remorse for sure.
Especially when they get the final bill.
Once they get that 20% freaking hammer fee, tax plus shipping, it's gonna. Yeah. Well, there's just a lot of pieces that I was just like, whoa, 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 like.
Yeah.
Just no way like that these could sell. I mean, I know for a fact there's brand new ones in the box ready to go for half that price on a lot of those pieces.
They'll add all the paperwork and the plaques.
Right. So that's why like I was looking at it because I wanted to see if I can get something, at a reasonable price, because I felt like it would have been like old school days, right? Like we would have been able to pick up some stuff and like 2019 prices, 2018 prices, but nope. Yeah, I mean, I got one of the Shadow Trooper helmets, that was cool. I mean, it was $550. Yeah, I mean, brand new, you could find them for about $1,200. So I mean, yeah, it was a good deal, but I mean, I'm not like, oh my god, I got the deal of the century or whatever.
So that was master replicas, right?
The what? Yeah, master replica. Yeah.
How many of those did they actually make?
500, but I don't think they finished the run. I think EFX ended up finishing it.
Taking it over.
Yeah, it's the same as like the LEs, like the white ones.
Right.
But I mean, whatever. I needed that helmet for the collection.
Well, it's still though. It's like I said to Michael early on. It would have been nice to have someone from his collection, right? It would have. And we talked about that earlier too. I mean, just would have been nice to have said, this was Brian's, but technically we have a lot of stuff that Brian had his hand in. You know what I mean?
Bless you. Yeah. So the good thing about mine doesn't come with the plaque. Like it's just the stand and the helmet. So on the plaque, I'm gonna make a custom one that's gonna say, instead of the edition, it's gonna say limited edition, but then I'm gonna put like Brian O'No's
personal collection.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that'd be a nice touch, man.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is. I'm gonna need to whip that. Do I message you or Andy about making plaques?
Oh,
I just need one for my Neutrino one, right? Because all those Hollywood collectible ones comes with that plaque, right? So I want something similar to go with that one day, so it can tie it all together.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the well, the problem is that I think they have to be specifically like sublimation plaques, like with the I don't know. Andy, yeah, my wife is the one that knows.
Okay, I'll talk to the boss.
But just tell me what size, and then we'll look. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. Okay, cool, awesome.
Cool, man. Well, I was glad I could jump on.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Kind of get to hang out with you guys for a little bit.
I'm sorry that Michael interrupted your daughter's birthday party.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
No, it was just, I'm telling you, it was like just the timing of it, like right, and it was like literally they were singing happy birthday, and it was like 6:59, and I was just like recording it, and I was like, oh my god, and like I kept on getting like the messages, and then as soon as it stopped, I like answered Michael, like I was like yes, and then trying to let Sean in the background, and I was like, and in fact you could actually hear you guys because I had two phones. I had like my wife's and then my phone trying to like take pictures and video. But for some reason, I like didn't close out of the backstage, so you could hear you guys. Like people were like looking at me like at my phone, like who's that guy talking?
That's hilarious. Yeah, my bad, dude.
No.
Thanks for bringing it up again, Lee. I appreciate that.
No problem, Michael. Just trying to fill you with guilt.
Yeah, man, no problem.
No, I mean or else I wouldn't have started the show on time either. I would have been.
Yeah, it's good though.
Been late.
Man, that's well, I guess we'll wrap this now then. And anything else?
No, I think
you need to open up that DeLorean, dude.
Yeah, I'll open it up tomorrow. I'll film it. I'll do a little quick video on it and throw it up on YouTube or something.
You really gonna wait till tomorrow to open it?
Well, he's already had one.
Oh, you have that fit? Okay. Yeah, I can't do that. As soon as it comes to the door, I've got to open stuff up.
It's worked out so good too, Gabe. Me getting that one, you know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Oh, perfect, man. Yeah.
And that thing has been a huge help in the build of.
Yeah, for reference material, right?
I told my wife, so I don't know if you guys could see. So over there, out there in the rest of the house, see that space right there?
Yes.
That's where it's gonna go. So the TV, it's one of those swivel TVs, because so we could like watch when we're eating over there.
She doesn't know yet.
Oh no, I told her, I was like, that DeLorean's gonna go right there. The Batmobile's gonna go up there, and then eventually I'm gonna get rid of that toy bin, and then just,
Ghostbusters.
maybe, yeah, another one of the.
Toys. That's funny.
Gabe, did you see the size of that Ghostbusters, the Ecto one, in compared to the DeLorean?
Yo, it's huge. Yeah,
it's massive.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it's a big space right there. Like it's a big.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll definitely fit. It was just more of convincing my wife that.
That was the hardest part.
Start getting start going. I'm like, it's not Star Wars stuff. You didn't say, you only said Star Wars stuff.
Slowly creeping your way out of the Star Wars room.
I'm like, that's Back to the Future. That's Batman. That's.
Hey, I love that Batwing that you showed on his thing, and the idea of the moon in the background. Yeah. That will look fantastic, and light it the correct way. It'd be really cool if I could figure out a way to light that, like a 6-foot round moon, and have it backlight. Because I wanted to do that with my posters, the 12-foot, 8, those big ones. But the lighting, I think, would be perfect. But maybe I just think maybe just like a 6-foot moon with that thing sitting on there lit would be badass.
Michael, how are you going to mount that ginormous poster?
What do you mean? Oh, it just goes again. It's in sheets. They're 4x8 sheets.
Right, but there's 2 of them, right?
Right.
So what you're not going to show up to Hobby Lobby and say, "Want to put this in a frame," right?
No.
How are you going to? What are you going to mount it to? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, against the sheetrock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like wallpaper then?
It's gonna be like permanent.
Yeah, they're on aluminum 4x8 sheets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the first 4x8 sheet panel goes up, the second one, and then the third one, and it's 8x12.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know they was actually mounted to something.
Yeah, it's not like a roll-up thing. Yeah, these are solid.
That would be hilarious to show up to Hobby Lobby though and say, "I'd like to get this framed."
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably couldn't. They'd have to like freight the freaking frame.
Golly, man, I really like that Batmobile. Just golly, man, just so much.
The Batmobile?
I keep saying the Batmobile, but I mean the Batwing.
The Batwing.
That's what I meant to say. I think it's really cool. And I like Batman, even the Michael Keaton version, like it's back the old school stuff, but it's just not like, oh, I gotta have it kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Did you see the grappling gun that Paragon did, Gabe?
Yeah.
Adam Savage did a review on it, and he's like, "This is legit."
Yeah.
It's really
I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Because that's another one of those easy ones, right? Because then it's like the cowl, the gun, the Batmobile, the belt. Yeah, the belt, the boomerang, the batarang. It's easy to go down that slippery slope.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, all right, guys. What do you think? We're calling it?
Yeah, we can call it.
I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Cool.
This is my only day off tomorrow. My last day off. I've got 3 days off for the next 6 weeks now, so it's gonna be rough.
Nice. Hey, so Gabe, did you like the Dark Side Pizza Company Instagram?
Yeah.
Turned out pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a surprise. Like I'm telling you, like watching the video, you could actually appreciate the size of it, right? Because you're always sending me pictures.
Right.
I could see it, but it's really about you being in there, kind of seeing the scale of it.
Yeah, that's good size.
But
I only wish we'd started out from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, but right now it's interesting though. I've taken good photos, but now we're gonna really like focus on, like Monday getting the pizza ovens put together and showing, the people from Staten Island in there. And every once in a while we'll throw in a prop or two, but the focus is on, what the restaurant's gonna be about, the food and
Yeah.
it's fun because this all started with all you guys, you know what I mean? And it's fun to share with you guys, and see it all come to life. So.
Michael, the one thing that I noticed, do you think percentage wise, like square footage wise, not counting the outside seating, the interior part, you think there's percentage wise, what do you think as far as like seating area inside compared to like the props and like
Uh, so like how many people?
yeah,
For dining, it's about
yeah,
70.
70? Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing when I was looking at the video, I was like, where okay, so where
Yeah,
because
that's what I
you know,
thought too.
right? Like it's like you see there and you see where the props are gonna go, and then you kind of turn to the right and you see the bar, but
Yeah.
then there's like
A
the
wall.
and all that wall.
That divider wall kind of throws things off. But
Okay.
so the divider wall is to keep. It's kind of like so you have like a bar section. So you got the counter bar, and then behind the counter bar is a separated wall for high top tables. So
Oh,
I
okay.
still count that as like the bar. And on the other side of that is going to be against that wall is going to be actual custom bench seating, and then tables, and then chairs, and then
Got it.
there's areas downstairs where there'll be booths. You know what I mean? Like one area that will fit 8, and the other one will fit 4 in another booth.
And I think that's where I was like trying to figure that out. I was
Yeah.
like, where people gonna sit? Like,
Yeah, it did look like you lost a lot of floor for all your displays. It's like this is really Michael's second gallery that serves pizza.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, but we can make money here. But yeah, there's no doubt. But yeah, everything when it comes. So the one thing that I did deciding to do the 6 scale display, the Java, dungeon room, that did take away a lot of square footage. You know what I mean? But
Prep.
that's
People are gonna have to hold the props in their laps.
remember a lot of the props, guys, they're going to be up high. You know what I mean? But look, the built-ins on like when you walk in, that could definitely be a place where people can sit and wait for the food. But there's a place outside that's 30 by 20. It's 500 square feet in the very front where people can just lounge out there.
You have the rear seating at the back. You have front and back outdoor seating, right?
In the front that'll do 35 to 40 people, and in the back that'll do 30 to 35 people comfortably.
So you think about maybe about 150 people. You think you
No,
could see?
about 130, and I promise you guys, it's gonna be just crazy. So I mean, it's like in the paper and stuff, and we didn't even do an ad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like what's up?
Oh, that's cool, dude.
And so, I mean, the word's definitely out, So, but it's just finally, it's just so much that we've come a long way, but it just seems like it's been forever,
When do the electricians come in, Michael?
This week.
Did you get all those lights? Did you get that figured out?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested, that you follow me on my StarKiller77 Instagram. If you don't know, it's the restaurant is, as you guys already know, it's the Dark Side Brick Oven Pizza Company, but so it's not so long on Instagram. It's just Dark Side Pizza Co. So it'll be fun. There's a lot of collaboration going on, and we've been working with Scott Berry. He's helping me out a lot with putting together some soundtrack stuff for the.
So you decided on the color of the walls, interior?
Yeah.
What's it going to be?
The interior walls are going to be gray. The inside, and then on the inside of the actual cabinets will be black.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, that's good.
And then good lighting. So,
Class.
but yeah, so as we know that we're the goal is when I know that we're 8 weeks away, I will announce it on Collection Wars, and if you're a viewer on Collection Wars, we'll be doing an invite for for you guys on the official grand opening, which, we're looking at a few celebrity guests, I think I mentioned before, but until it's in stone, I can't really announce who those.
Flat walls or textured walls, Michael?
Say it again.
Flat walls or textured walls?
That's a really good question. I'm not quite sure yet how we're going to do that.
Flat.
But yeah, they're not going to be textured.
Okay, good.
So, but there's a lot of really cool things that we're doing that it's just going to be a surprise when we get it open. So that's really cool.
Did you find out that lighting, Michael?
Yeah.
No, that what we talked about this afternoon on that Barbie.
Did you? Oh no, I have not yet. No.
Okay.
Oh, I'll find out for you though.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you want me to show that? That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't show it earlier.
Have a look at this LED strip, Gabe. It's solid instead of it being dots. I mean, it's really, really nice.
Yes. So I talked to Drew about it because I told him, dude, what's up with this? I mean, respectfully, I think this is hands down way better, and he's offering it now as an upgrade. Obviously, it's more money, but it's an upgrade.
Yeah, I'd like to know where he got that from.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I shared this with you, Gabe.
There's the display.
Yep, let me send this to you, Gabe.
Lit up.
See, look at that LED lighting, Gabe. It's one solid light. It's not dotted. It's perfect, man. I don't know whether it's like a really good diffuser in there or if it's, I don't know how they've done it. So I'd be interested to get my hands on some of that.
Look what I just shared with you, Gabe. It's a little bit better.
Oh yeah, better.
Oh, she got all the figures in there now, Michael, right?
Let me throw it in here real quick. Yeah, that's really cool.
Are you back there, Michael, or are you frozen?
Yeah, I'm back.
That looks really cool. And then I love the way it looks lit up at the front.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the resolution on the back on the original, that black and white photo, it's with a little girl holding her little Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I love
fantastic.
that. I love the fact that they're all uniform. They all have kind of the same. And that's how they came, right?
Yes, those are all. Yeah, so you got from the top left number ones, the center two are number twos, the other on the other end are number threes, and then you got 4, 5, and 6.
So, Michael, that display is emulating like a TV from the 60s or what? Oh,
isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I love that. I love old style looking TVs. They look cool as hell.
Yeah, when you walk in that room, I'm telling you guys, it's amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when we was talking today, when we was walking around there. That's why I asked, is she the biggest Barbie collector in the world?
Dude, I mean, her YouTube channel, like some of her videos have, right, like thousands and thousands of views. Like
one of them has almost 30,000 views. She only has 4 videos.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a hit. Denise is like, I don't know if I want anybody knowing about this, So I'm like, yeah, but I'm like,
isn't it kind of like, like people that have,
yes, and I think
Boba Fett and things like that, right? These are super rare, right? I mean,
yes, yeah. But the sky's are the limits with this guy Drew at Collector Displays. I mean, if you really think about it, and I'm not just throwing him up there, but we had him on the show, as you know. But I mean, I didn't realize the precision that really goes into this till I got this, and I again, this is a picture that's really hard to see, but if you're here looking at it, it blows my mind how everything just goes together. Just
Michael, he's from the UK. This guy that made these.
And you know what was crazy? It shipped on Monday from the UK, and I received it on Thursday. He said you'll have it Thursday. I'm like, no.
Wow.
DHL.
DHL.
Yeah. They're insanely quick.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
They did a good job of that. It looks super clean, right?
Yeah, I love. I mean, like me, like right now, I can't wait because she's been in there messing around. Now the finished display, you'll see it tomorrow. I'm gonna do an Instagram on it. But yeah, it's badass. It's really looks good. So
Yeah, Miguel, same. It's one of those things, right? Like you could, regardless of what it is, you could appreciate because of the way it's displayed. And we always, right? We always talk about that. It always comes down to the display. You could have cheap pieces, but displayed well, just like elevates it to another level. And then when you have very fancy, cool, rare, expensive pieces, when you put it in a nice display, it just makes it like freaking.
Well, that's it. You get people that buy high-end stuff and display it really badly, and it's like it doesn't do it justice. They don't give it any breathing room. I mean, it looks like a junk shop, right? It takes away from the piece.
I'm in a lot of the Facebook groups for like movie props, right? Like screen use movie props. And I just, a lot of times I cringe because I'm like, oh my God, like that's such a cool, costume, or that's such a cool piece. And it's just like, they go with these like kind of tacky, like acrylic backings with like acrylic displays, like, and then it's like overly kind of like, I don't know, like a poster of the movie and some weird thing coming out. Like, no, man, like let's keep it classy, like keep it nice, museum style. Like it just it takes away from the piece, right? Because the displays are so loud and so
cheapens it. Yep.
So like I got a piece that was like, remember, I think I showed it, one of the little cubes from Super 8, right? And they're pretty common. Remember that the movie Super 8?
I love that.
I didn't know
so I got one of the screen used little cubes, and when I got it in the display, it was like this like weird little acrylic, like I don't even know how and why they would think that would look good. And then it has a bunch of like of the blue crystals just like glued on it. And I'm like, man, like, I mean, I could have just gone to Hobby Lobby and like literally found like a really cool, classy display for this, and probably way cheaper than what they paid for it,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I'm sure you guys agree. Yeah, you see $20,000 or like something crazy, like high, like one of a kind, and it's in some weird like,
a lot of them don't know, and they get inspired by like shows like Gabe. I think I mean, obviously people have had museum quality stuff forever, but I mean, on the YouTube side, I mean, you're one of the ones that first really started showing those. I remember first seeing that stuff. There wasn't a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the whole point, right? And that's what I wanted to do. Like when I did I did one of the little, episodes on just displays. When I asked Lee for his, and then he was
like, I knew he was gonna bring this up again.
He was like, "I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want people out there copying me." And I was like, "All right, fine." So I showed the pictures, but
yeah, it's unbelievable.
I'm a changed man, Gabe.
Yeah, and then that's how I met that's how I met Jeff, right? Jeff Sage. I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, man, I really love your vintage display with like the Bestas on the side." So I hit him up. There's a couple of people that I met through that doing that video, and even Lee. Like, I mean, me and Lee, I think we were like familiar, I think, with each other, like from the cargo hold and stuff. But it was the first time I kind of reached out to him, and I'm like, "Hey, man, like, I want to show this," and then he was just a jerk to me, and I was like,
"Cocksucker."
I was like, "Fine, all right." Lee's lighting secrets.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. None of it's a secret.
Not anymore, right?
No.
But I do see. I mean, I get that. Like I'll see collections now where it's like they obviously like kind of got inspired from, especially from like the helmet wall, right? I mean, the helmet wall.
I've seen that. Yeah, done.
I've seen it. And some are cool about like, hey, like, yeah, I saw Gabe's display and I saw the video and I did it, right? I copied it, and that's fine. I I'm not upset about that. But it's the ones that sometimes are like, oh, thank you. I've worked so hard to to create this display, and I'm like, did you? I mean, because it's not like I did anything like crazy, like out of the ordinary, right? Like, I mean, they're just IKEA things, which is like, but
Yeah, well, just look at those shelves out there that I did with because those wires for the little lights, they're actually running through the actual shelf. Everything is inside the shelf, so you can't see a single wire, right?
on mine,
No, on mine, on those helmet displays I have in the living room, like you can't see the wires. Everything is wired inside the actual shelf itself, which is a pain in the ass to do. But I mean, it's worth it because it looks clean.
mine are hidden because the way I did it is I went from the bottom up, so all of the helmet stands are covering the one little strip that's going to the back.
Right.
So as opposed to just like kind of sliding them through wherever the light is, I actually drilled up and then back.
Right.
So that's why it looks like it belongs there. The only ones that I didn't do that is for the smaller Bestas, for where the lightsabers are, just because I was just, I don't know, I was just.
Well, those are individual cubes, right? That's how you was able to do that with the helmets. Are they individual cubes?
No, they're not individual cubes. No.
Oh, they're not? Oh, I thought they was.
Yeah, it's like a mix match of like 4 squares and then 3 like long ones and then like 2 side by sides and then a couple singles.
Oh, okay.
Are you doing any more? Are you at a halt right now with the vintage figures?
Just the Boba Fett that I got. I'm trying to do right now is because I have to pick, right? Like my collector brain has to like separate them. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of work somewhat backwards. I think maybe I don't know. Where I might start with the last 17 or whatever, and then work my way backwards. But I guess I'm kind of just waiting for like the right opportunity, right? Like I'm trying to see, like I know it's gonna come. Watch, one day I'm gonna find where it's like somebody's gonna want like $600 for like a whole, a whole little half of them, or like
and the hunt's fun too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I like. Like every day I'm on eBay looking for a good deal, and
Are you going to have that display, Gabe? Like Michael and Jeff?
I will. I don't even want to think about it right now until I get them all. And then once I get them all, that's kind of the
right.
Yeah, like I'll use the same setup that we did Denise's thing. I'll do that in mine because I hated those little spotted ones. Respectfully, it's just I'd rather not have them in there than. Yeah. But now I would put those in there.
Yeah. So I'll probably do something like that, and I want to put them in here, like, and that's the hard part for me, right? Because they're kind of out of place because these are all prop replica stuff, but I think they just belong here, like they belong in the Star Wars room, Yeah. That's funny, Brad. Yeah, it's true. You'd imagine ourselves talking about home decoration. Well, I mean, when I was around 10, 11, I don't know if you guys saw, but like like my mom let me put my stuff up, so I would sit there and like really think about like, okay, like this ship is gonna go here,
one day I'll share. I have it. Next time I'll share my room. With just same thing. It was just everything was all where it needed to be. I'm getting into these crazy things. We talked when we had Roberto on.
Yeah, the little models. Yeah.
Do you recognize these, Lee?
Apex, absolutely.
Yeah. I love the British ones because of my dad and stuff. But
yeah, we had a little model shop in my hometown when I was a kid that sold all that stuff, man.
So I was sick one day from school, and my mom brought me home this, and I just picked this up again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, and then they're little, Gabe. I don't know if you've seen how little this is see the little guys.
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah, they're like they're like one
Oh,
inch.
yeah, they're super tiny. I didn't expect them to be that little.
Yeah. But that guy Roberto, he brought up a good point that back in the day, I mean the the pictures on here, look how they're nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like when you look at this right here, this guy, the the, the British Commandos, um, when you see that, it just gives you as a kid ideas how to play it.
Michael, does it say like when these were made? Is this like early 80s, right? The Airfix?
That's exactly right. But they were also all the way from the early 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is an earlier one. Like look at the box sizes. They look like they're the same, but they're not. See how
Yeah,
they're
we had a little toys. Well, it was more of a model shop. It was called Bargo
Yes.
Radio.
The hobby shops had them.
It was all the glass was like had like this green laminate on it to knock down all the lighting, right? But I mean, boxes and boxes of all that stuff they had in there.
Yeah, I've got tons like in these little baggies. So I'm gonna. It's kind of just because like that little bridge thing meant a lot to me. I'm gonna put it in a little thing because it just reminds me of. That was one of the things I had as a kid. I picked that up for like $25. It was really cool to find it, and that smell, that vintage smell,
Yeah. Yeah, I received. Remember, I told you I got the little McDonald's toys we were talking about.
Yeah,
Timmy
yeah.
was on.
Yeah.
I got some of those McDonald's toys because I was thinking about it. I was like, when we first came to the United States, my first time at a McDonald's, I got a Happy Meal, and in that Happy Meal was the little chicken nugget, little transformer. So the specifically the one that I got. So I bought the whole set, and they arrived, and my daughters were immediately like, "Are those for us? Let's see those." And I was like, "No, no, no."
You're like, no, that's my shit.
I was like, "No, no, those are my McDonald Happy Meal toys." But it was kind of cool because we opened them together, right? So it was because they're all sealed in the little baggies still. But I was like, I don't want to keep them in the baggies. Like I actually want to like touch them. I want to, feel them. And I opened them with my kids, and that was kind of cool, like a weird little moment, right? Like my first toy, and that was my 8-year-old daughter's about that age. So it was kind of crazy to be like, man, I remember specifically that was my first American like toy, like in the United States, right? Like opening up that Happy Meal and getting that toy, and now showing it to my kids was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's cool shit.
Michael, is that Airfix company from the UK? Are they still in business, or they?
Somebody bought them out. A company bought them out. So like all that stuff they still.
Is it Corky?
No, I haven't. Like I got all the older stuff, but I'm not sure. I can't answer yes or no. Like if it's a company still in business, but but they were, like you said, in the early '80s. They were real popular.
I think that's when that photograph was taken with me and Prowse. I think I might be wrong, but I'm thinking that's who made the Vader TIE Fighter kit back then, because my dad put it together for me.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I know it was an NPC, but I'm not quite sure if Airflix did that or not. So, but yeah, it's cool though. I love that. I love the World War II stuff. As a kid.
Well, yeah, that Roberto's collection was pretty impressive, right? I mean, well, not pretty, very impressive, insane actually.
A lot of views on that show too, just to show how many people were really into that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you're not into it, you still appreciate it for. I mean, like the Barbie, you don't have to be a Barbie fan to appreciate that, right? I mean, it was so well done. His collection was presented. It's clean, super clean, like that.
Yeah. For sure.
And that's the whole thing, right? Spacing things out.
Yep. It's not quantity, it's quality. How you put it all together, right?
That's right. Good deal, man. Well, Gabe, I'm glad you were able to hop on, man, and hang out for a little bit. I look forward to hanging out with you soon.
Well, cool, guys. It was definitely fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks for everyone jumping on. Sean, Lee, Joseph.
Oh, it's good to be here. It's going to be a while before I see anybody or talk to anybody, because it's going to be a rough 6 weeks at work, man. 14 on, 1 off 12-hour shifts for 6 weeks. It's gonna be shit.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you were able to hop on and show us your
Good to see you guys.
that Ghostbusters display is inspiring for, I'm sure, a lot of other people that have those packs are getting ideas on how to.
I've gone down talking of rabbit holes. I'm gonna build one now. Because this, I mean, it's all right, but when you see the real ones that people build, it's like it's night and day. So yeah, that's gonna be a project at some point.
That's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
cool guys. We then we'll see you guys next week, right?
Yeah, next week. Yep. Everybody, thanks again for your Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just reading Brad's comment right now.
All right. See you later, guys.
Brad.